this looping code. Hollow gods in download mode. I scream in static, breathe in rust, and all I build will turn to dust.
Oh man, if you listen close enough, that is also a cry for help. Hello everyone, it's John Escudero. I'm here with Greg and Nick.
Mysterious opening is mysterious.
All three
Spooky.
of us.
Get ready
All-
for spooky season.
All three of us reunited, and it feels so good. It does. I'm not a singer, otherwise I wouldn't be doing a podcast. But we're here.
I want to bring up a topic close to Nick's heart in this
All right, buddy.
situation, because we were just talking earlier about like Missy Hyatt and some old WCW stuff. And Lord knows Nick loves some old WCW stuff.
Yes, sir.
I want to talk very briefly about this thing that I only kind of really acknowledged very recently. Why does Leather Jacket Elizabeth do it for me more than like early Randy Savage Elizabeth?
Because no, I got this.
Oh,
There's
you do?
a psychological reason why, and I'm going to tell you why. She was the apple of most people's eye as an innocent, white dress wearing, protected damsel in distress. Protected by a psychopath, right? And then from a psychopath. But damsel in distress. And then she
She's
goes to
been freed.
WCW, and it's like the end of Grease. You know, like she comes out in the
Yeah.
fucking
You're the
leather
one I want.
jacket, and Sandy's
the one I
smoking
want.
a cigarette, and you're like, whoa. I mean, you know she's Miss Elizabeth, though. That's the thing about the black leather jacket, right? It looks hot, but it doesn't look like Miss Elizabeth. Like, you know there's... she's still under there, just like Sandy.
It's electrifying.
It's
Sandy.
Grace, but that's a different woman.
Yeah, we're gonna fly away in this fucking car now, Miss Elizabeth, and then we're gonna get you far away from fucking Lex Luger and Randy
Where is
Savage
she going?
to a better place. God damn it!
Stay away from those freakishly large wrestlers.
You're the one that I want. Yeah, gosh,
Looks like the grease cats.
fucking hell! It's always gonna be a sad thing thinking about that, but it
It
is.
is safer with Randy than Luger.
I know, right? Isn't that ironic?
That is the weirdest calculus of the whole thing, isn't it?
It's crazy, but I mean, life is full of nuance.
to protect her from.
It's the weirdest thing in a sense. Like yes, Randy Savage kept her in the closet, but nothing happened in that closet.
Right?
Right.
As soon as she got out the closet, damn it! And then
That's what I was doing it for.
yeah, it's fucked up. It's always gonna be a sad
is.
situation to think about. But we're here in 2025 with yet another long, chunky week of professional wrestling news. It's It's one of those weeks where, the further back I get into the last 7 days to collect the news, I realize, like, damn, this thing feels like I talked about it 3 years ago. Like, what the
much
fuck?
happened.
So many things are happening. Like, oh yeah, Wardlow got injured. Like, that just was
Again.
We just got that news. But
Well, we may as well talk about the plane ride from hell. They like to bring that up every 8 years.
but no, this week, I guess I brought Wardlow up. We could talk about him right now off the bat.
Go for it.
Wardlow, according to Fightful, suffered a pectoral injury during his return angle. at
More like
Forbidden
Lord
Door.
Woe.
He apparently it happened, and people think it happened when he clotheslined Prince Nana. This is crazy. Like this
See,
is
Nana's bad for your career, man.
yeah, that's fucked up. I was just watching.
He didn't buy the coffee.
I was just watching a video. I forgot Loki knocked him out, but I forgot. Yeah.
Oh man, is that in the
Kim's-
Kim Justice video?
Kim's Justice. Go, subscribe to Kim's Justice. That's like my favorite wrestling YouTube account. A 4-hour Kings Road fucking documentary. Like anybody who has the knowledge to put that together and have it be worth watching and you learn things from, that's fucking somebody to take note of. Eddie
I want
Kingston, check that out.
I'll put the low key video in perspective for you. I did it to a friend of mine who has also had his history with low key, and we were both joking about it. I was like, yeah, I love any channel that puts together a 30-minute video on all of low key's dickery, and he's like, yeah, and that's just the stuff they have footage of.
They actually do go into the stuff they don't have footage of too. It's a great video.
Never forget Loki getting dragged out in that famous picture.
Yeah, they go into the whole thing. And
Yeah,
They
right.
got footage of the match actually that happens right before he gets dragged out. It's really good. Getting back to the Wardlow.
Back to the Wardlow.
The Wardlow.
Just to
Back
put
to
in
the
a
Nana coffee.
to put into context his
Should've drank it.
situation, he went out a year and a half ago on a knee injury. It healed, and then he was off television to do American Gladiator. And then he returns at Forbidden Door to join the Don Callis family. And he attacks Prince Nana, presumably setting up a match with Swerve Strickland down the line. And it's also being reported that he would have eventually been set up to face Hangman Adam Page at eventually. I don't think he would have won, but it wasn't reported one way or the other.
Sure.
So he wasn't seen on TV for the past couple weeks, and I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Like he just came back. Like, actually, bullshit. 1 week he was just standing there. And then the next week
That's what did it.
he disappeared, and I was like, "What the fuck? Like, are you kidding me? Like, they did this again, like on purpose?" And then it turns out, yeah, he tore his pec right off. That's how that goes. I mean, what can you even say about that? What a snake-bitten man. Like, anytime he gets a major push. What happened the other time? They broke into his car. They took his passport, so he couldn't go on the European tour. They fucking, he got hurt off a big TNT push. He got hurt again off the Adam Cole. They put him in the Adam Cole group, which is garbage, and then he got hurt. And now here he goes again. Do we give up on Wardlow?
God, I think we might. I don't. Is there a timetable?
6 to 8 months.
Okay,
Jesus
so
Christ, bro.
Ouch.
basically a year in wrestling time.
Right, and he
Pretty
just
much.
came back from a year and a half.
Time for another year and a half.
Holy shit.
Plus, don't forget, then there's the time that it takes for them to implement someone into a storyline.
That's why I said a year, yeah, because
Yeah.
it's gonna take several months to just find a place for him.
Assuming
Right, and
Tony Khan still cares.
American Gladiators
and-
full time.
And assuming they don't just hire another big beefy guy,
Yeah.
and it's like, well, there's your spot.
We got a Wardlow now. You can go. It's really fucked. He was in the Don Callis family. I liked the idea of the Don Callis family being overloaded and supercharged because they were about to lose Takeshita. But yeah, I mean, I guess who do you, assuming that you still want that many people in the family, who would you slot in his place?
Hammerstone.
Really? That's
Yes.
assuming he would have to face Swerve and Hangman.
That's fine.
Like Hammerstone is I don't know him. I've only seen him wrestle a couple times, so I'm not sure how that would work out. But that is certainly a big man, and he's free, and he's friends with one of the most influential people in the company. So that it checks all the marks.
Got the potential in there.
But I've always wondered about him because he had an opportunity to join AEW, and he ended up back in MLW. And it's like,
Sure.
did they pass on him? Did he pass on them? I wonder what
That's a
happened.
valid
there.
question.
It's because he left TNA, and it was like a big deal. He's a free agent, and you would assume that a conversation had to happen, like unless he just wanted to go to MLW. Like, I don't know. Like, why would you not want? I don't like getting paid, bro. I just like wrestling. Let's see what new Samoans they find.
Hey, let the record, he does listen to us, and then Matt upset him.
Oh, that's right. That did happen. Fuck. That's right. I forgot.
Who
Matt.
does?
Matt fuck. I'm not gonna. I love Matt, but I only know him by his first name, and I'm not gonna butcher his last name. Our impact lead person, Matt.
Oh, okay.
He had said something about Hammerstone, and then Hammerstone like reacted on like Twitter like really angry.
And he like even did like
Really?
the video reaction and everything to the
Yeah.
comments.
Yeah, he it was like damn, bro.
Became a thing.
You took it
was-
kind of hard, didn't you?
He did. But yeah, logically, I just figured there had to be a conversation between AEW, and for whatever reason, it didn't work. So, I don't know. Maybe money. Maybe he thought he would be higher in the priority than they thought for him. They were like, "Oh, you'd be a great Ring of Honor." like,
Well, we just lost John on that one.
Yeah. I'm thinking he fucking leaned back and pulled his.
He got way too
Right.
silly there.
Yeah,
But
he did. Can
honestly,
you
though,
imagine? I don't know how to take that line. Like, imagine being told you make a great Ring of Honor guy. I was like, the fuck?
yeah, get ready for all dark, all elevation. Wait, you don't have that anymore. Oh, yes, we do. It's called Ring of Honor.
You'd make a great minor league starter. Excuse you?
What does that mean? Man, I mean, oh, John's back.
that was crazy.
What
We
happened?
were just
I got excited and I closed the internet.
nice. He turned all of it off.
I was worried that like we were gonna lose connection on here.
No, I thankfully it keeps the room alive even if the host dies.
I learned that the hard way when Mac and I were doing the WCW show the other week. Go check that out after you listen to this. And I was doing that thing where like everything froze on my end, and Mac couldn't see or hear me, and I don't think anyone listening at home, any of you fine viewers, were able to actually hear or see me. So I had to leave and come back, and I was just hoping, praying, and hoping the whole time that I wouldn't lose it.
Oh my god. Well, thankfully it worked out, and you could check
I
that
always,
out.
I
after
always want to
this.
watch, but I feel like I have to watch the pay-per-view, or else like I get annoyed that everything you guys are talking about is not fresh in my mind.
You should
Time to
watch
make it
these
fresh.
shows. It's time to watch. But what were we talking about before I got thrown?
Wardlow and
Wardlow.
Hammerstone.
Wardlow and Hammerstone and how he could be replaced, but he's probably not going to fit.
I mean, it's the benefit though of having the Don Callis army, right? Is you have so many options that you could kind of slot upwards into that spot.
Time to just push Lance Archer for real.
Honestly,
Uh,
hey, I got one.
See, I see. At that point,
Okay,
I
fine, I
start
won't have
saying, I'm sorry. I'm just saying. At that point, I start saying, if we're going to push Lance Archer at this point, we may as well not give up at Wardlow.
Just
Oh,
don't
shit.
just forget about the last several years with Archer, and you're good. But I was gonna say someone that I would love to slot in there. You know, he's very beefy. He can go, and we've seen him in main events in spots similar to that. And I know we don't have him full time necessarily, but Hechicero would be a great choice.
Woo! Stop playing with me, Nick. I fucking love Hechicero. He's
He
got
did
to
just
be.
get that job. Like,
He
Plus,
did.
hey, remember too, he dresses like an executioner. So who better to be an executioner for the Don Callis army than Hechicero?
He's a
you're
fucking
giving me
wizard.
bad flashbacks.
He's
of
a wizard. He's an
Terry
executioner. He's a professor.
They got to
Does it
bring
all.
back the little fire skull. He playing games with me. That shit was a.
Did you
that
hear me,
shit was
Nick?
a fucking vibe.
No, I didn't. What did you say?
Gordy. I said you're giving me bad flashbacks of like a half-dead fucking Terry Gordy.
Oh, Greg, you fuck.
I had to watch that shit. Fuck you. It's in my mind forever. The executioner was dumb.
Listen,
Oh.
Hechicero would
Bam
be an
Bam Gordy.
awesome wrestler to push in that position. And it would be a real unexpected move to put a luchador in that spot right now, because I think Bandito's the one. Like Bandito is the one. Like
A busy one at that.
He's very busy right now, so like it's coming. But like when it comes to luchadors that are gonna be your big money, that's the one right there. And so Hechicero though, him and Bandito actually had that match
It's
at
a
Ring of
great
Honor.
match.
It would be hilarious if WWE spent the last 20 years looking for a new Rey Mysterio and fucking AEW found him.
They get two of them with Hechicero and Bandito.
Well, WWE did find their latest face of the fucking company in AEW, so it wouldn't be the biggest surprise.
I guess so.
It's such a funny thing, right? Like they'll never put that in their documentary, but legitimately. They-
I was causing some trouble and making some noise somewhere
yeah.
else.
Me and the boys opened up an alternative.
Sold a lot of T-shirts.
Sold a lot of shirts. But yeah,
He
this
didn't really
Wardlow
start
thing,
making money till I got there.
oh my God, Cody. Thankfully, no quotes. No quotes from Cody this week because he's busy shooting Street Fighter. But you did
Cody
mention
Raheem Rhodes.
Hechiseto, and yeah,
Hey.
that's right. Hechiseto signed a dual deal with
Double dealings?
double deal. How does that
Yes.
work, right? Like, are you getting two
It's not as
full ass
it's not as-
paychecks?
It's still not
Weekly?
as cool as the triple deal though.
Well, no, of course, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no way DDT is paying Takeshita right now. Like, why would they? There's no fucking way. Like, he's with DDT by name, but like CMLL is paying Hechiseto weekly for sure, and I can't imagine like it's a tax thing, or maybe it is because they work with the government. They have like connections with like the Mexican tourists, whatever it's called, that the group, the government tourist people. Um,
Like a Chamber of Commerce, kind of like that?
yeah, you know, that kind of deal. That's why when you go to Mexico City, you can actually purchase, like those Klook apps and shit. You can purchase a Lucha Tour, and then you get like an Arena Mexico show in the package, and it comes with like
Really?
drinks, a mask, a show, a tour of the Arena Mexico, and all of that is like in one package because they're so close with the tourist commission or whatever it's called.
A mask that Colt Cabana would have sold you for $35.
For $35, goddammit. What if we open the website? Anyway, Hechiseto
You want DSR Lucha mask?
dual deal. AEW, CMLL, collecting double paychecks. Hopefully, there's something
That's the way to
big
do it.
down the line for him in AEW. I really like Hechiseto. Of all the new luchadors I've found getting into CMLL, there's something really fucking interesting about this big, thick, twisty pretzel turn you into a motherfucker over here.
He's strong, too.
He's strong as fuck.
So he's a good one to slot in that Wardlow space. Just saying.
I would love it. But another thing that came out this afternoon. Well, go ahead, Greg.
Well, I was gonna say I know they just did something, but like it's Ring of Honor, so I don't have to care. What if we broke the paradigm a bit and we brought in that 6'3" woman?
Oh man, I can't wait to see how that works out. I'm glad that she's in Ring of Honor because this is exactly what I want them to use Ring of Honor for. Like, okay, you can mix it. You have a developmental thing, and then you have a home for international talent that doesn't fit on the TV show right now that you have access to. We have
That
fucking
thing that Hunter
luchadors up the
tried,
ass.
and his dick got so hard booking Samoa Joe, he was just like, I just need to book a real show.
The thing that was so interesting about Hunter's NXT is that it was a legitimate show when it wasn't supposed to be, right?
That's what I'm saying.
But Ring of
how it
Honor,
goes.
He got so horny for booking, he's
Right.
just like, I can't stop myself.
they're like,
Having
why
so
is
much
Samoa
fun."
Joe your champion? I just think it's cool. All right. This has to change. This has to change.
Hey,
Meanwhile, as a viewer, John is just like, I mean, it is kind of cool. I'm not going to stop you.
I'm not gonna lie.
How could you argue this? And you're always saying, like, logically, this makes no sense. They are going to go to the main roster, learned nothing. They have learned nothing down here. They are not prepared for that main roster, sir. You failed at your job, but this is a good show you got here.
Triple H going out of his way to make sure Samoa Joe gets re-signed as much as he could.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna scrape together whatever budget we have left just to sign Joe back.
I do think that Tony Khan's Ring of Honor could be that, though. And this is they're doing good things with that girl, that 6'3". What's her name?
Story Denali.
Story Denali. What was she, a basketball player or some shit?
How many stories?
It's like 3, bro.
6'3", however many stories that is. She came from a volleyball background.
Glad
Volleyball.
y'all got that.
I knew she was big, and then they got her standing next to Tony Nese. Tony Nese makes her look 7 feet tall.
Accentuate the positives, baby.
Okay, but notice too, they purposely got an Helico out of the ring too when she came.
Yup, he get the tall, lanky motherfucker out of here.
Make sure he's not in frame.
No, this is good. This is great because
Oh man,
I think we
she
need
needs
more.
to bulk
No.
up a little.
they have the two guys who have been like perennial AEW jobbers. And that's just their
Yes.
job, right? That's literally their job, and they are fucking A-okay with it. And I'm sure they have some agent producer shit in the back anyway. But like
They just gave her
using-
Josh
How
Wood's
would you-
spot.
Have what you want.
I think that using males as heaters for women is cool, and we don't do it enough. And there's no women out there with male bodyguards or dudes who also wrestle but don't matter as much as her. Like that doesn't happen much. I was wanting I wanted that for Jada Parker, but they gave up on the other dudes, and she was just way too charismatic, and she left them behind anyway.
Yeah. It's-
But this
That's
story,
OTM, right?
yeah, a story finale is with two veterans, which is different. Like it's literally the reverse, almost.
Yeah.
Except you know,
This is exactly what she needs as somebody who's green, but you know, visually striking.
so this will be an interesting thing to follow up on, and hopefully she does make it to AEW television. But earlier this afternoon, there was an interesting thing that happened in Saudi Arabia where the government put out a press release, announced, and a video announcing that they got WrestleMania in 2027, and not a fake one, not a bootleg one. You're talking
Not the greatest WrestleMania.
WrestleMania 43 to be held in Saudi Arabia.
It
Or
is
as
canon.
Peggy Hill on the King of the Hill revival calls it, Saudi Arabia.
Saudi
dear God.
Arabia. Earlier in the week, Triple H was talking about how women have helped. WWE has helped create change for women in Saudi Arabia and everything, and we've been there since the beginning. And it's like, yes, you were there helping with their propaganda to convince us that things have changed for women, but then there are like people getting, beheaded and killed for speaking out, and that still happens. Hunter, have you helped change that? Anyway,
Well,
WrestleMania
it's a process.
in Saudi Arabia.
Versus Samoa Joe.
It's a real thing.
We sent Samoa Joe over there.
He hasn't returned to us.
we had I don't know why people are surprised. I felt like this was inevitable. Like when the Saudi Arabia deal happened and they were getting more and more and more and more and more, and then it became a point where their shows weren't like non-canon anymore. They were like straight up part of the pay-per-view schedule. I was like, this is happening. They're gonna get a WrestleMania. They got a Royal Rumble. That should have been the biggest fucking indicator. It's
And it wasn't the greatest Royal Rumble either, but they also had that one.
They had that one, which I feel like even though it doesn't count, you did get a 1 hour long Bryan Danielson performance in a WWE ring, and he got to face off with Kurt Angle for like 45 seconds. It's worth it just for that. Just because
Xavier
that
Woods trying to double leg Kurt Angle and failing horribly.
even with a broken neck, even with a literal, actual double freaking broken neck.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I will
WrestleMania.
admit that I didn't believe it could happen just because I didn't think they would sacrifice the airtime,
This is the first
the
time.
prime time airtime for WrestleMania.
The first time ever WrestleMania outside of the North American continent. So, like Greg said, a WrestleMania in the middle
like
of the fucking
1
day,
p.m.
Yeah.
in the morning.
The
for
UK
us.
is seething right now, I guarantee it.
Yeah.
But are they? Is it in the morning? Is it in the nighttime for them, like 8 p.m.? If it's
Oh,
in
yes,
the
yes,
daytime
yes,
for us.
that's
I just
what I
mean
Nighttime the nighttime for them, but like yeah, for the primetime audience in America, which is their main,
Yeah.
No,
I
the
just mean the
Nick
UK is seething
Yeah.
because they didn't get what they've wanted for how long?
That London
Yeah.
mayor. That John Cena promo, that fucking, do you guys want WrestleMania in London? And it always seemed like a shoo-in that the
he's
first
been working that work for a
international,
long time.
the first international WrestleMania would be in London. It felt like guaranteed. It felt like that was where it's gonna be. Saudi Arabia swooped it in because it's
They sniped that one.
this isn't Vince McMahon's WWE anymore. This is
No, it's not.
TKO. This is where's the biggest dollar at?
Greatest WrestleMania.
The biggest dollar. We want that dollar.
Isn't there a quote going around from TKO where it's like Vince priced it for the family?
That is
And
full on subject for tonight that we're gonna get into right
Fair
after
enough.
this. Right
I'll
after
let you
this.
take it. I'll let you drive the car, buddy.
What do you guys think about this Saudi WrestleMania? Are you fucking offended? How do you think? How do you think the London mayor feels with his tiny little piece of shit
He
belt
mad as fuck.
that they gave
He's,
him?
him and the whole community, they're so mad right now, and they're like, Cena lied to us.
Yeah, go watch all
Cena's
in.
still a heel, I guarantee. That's what they're saying.
Yeah, go ahead to Wembley. Get the show that actually cares about you.
Right.
Nick,
Oh man.
Yes.
I thought you were talking about. Maybe it was Greg. I'm not sure.
I mean, I was joking on around, but I mean, hey, I don't really watch nor care what they do. I mean, so many people look at the Saudi Arabia events as non-canon, so it's going to be interesting how those same people are going to handle a WrestleMania that's not just some spin-off WrestleMania
Right?
either, and how they're going to try to say, oh, that's not canon.
The most canon show there is.
Yeah.
Your biggest entertainment value show ever. It's going to be
like,
that
recently
plus
too,
all of
right?
like this, all the brands that they're going to get for everything. Fill a table with nonstop
Oh god, the
sponsors.
logos are gonna be everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is
Especially
right.
because like I told John about it when So we had a thing that me and John sort of poked fun at. How long has they been running Crown Jewel?
Since 2018.
2018. Crown
7 years.
Jewel has not been in this video game until this year.
Yeah, that was
And when they
crazy.
finally added the Crown Jewel Arena, it had the fucking Riyadh logo on it. I was like, these motherfuckers.
It was a big deal, man. And I know that was a licensing thing. I know
Yep.
it.
Yep. And I was like, that's how you know their hands are in the entire thing. You're just gonna see Riyadh everything. It's gonna be the biggest fucking promotional commercial for Saudi Arabia. They're gonna advertise the fucking Dragon Ball Z park that John wants to go to.
They're gonna get me.
Oh, but it's okay because in 1 month's time, y'all Crown Jewel Australia.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll actually go to Saudi Arabia, even if they build a Dragon Ball park. I'm just worried they'll cut my head off if I sneeze the wrong way or some shit. Listen,
How long until we triple mania this shit and there's just like multiple WrestleMania shows?
I actually forgot to put that down, but you talk about Triple Mania. It's so
Oh, no,
crazy
what did I
the
do?
way WWE has like completely gentrified it. Like not even like a joke, like legitimately came and like washed away like the AAA-ness. They fucking got the evil ref that does heel shit all the time. He said on camera he would no longer do that shit. He's leaving the heel group. The fucking
I have been rehabilitated.
and of course, like we mentioned before, they took the six size. It's only 4. The announce
Yeah.
tables are WWE announce tables. The props are WWE props. Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr.'s new name is Dr. Wagner 3.
In fairness,
As simple as that is, that's American as fuck. You don't get to do that. That's gentrified as fuck. Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. is ironic, but it's also just the way things work.
I've been asking them to do that for a long time.
Yes, because you're
There's a running-
American.
There's a running joke that his name needs to be Dr. Wagner 3G, but
That's
Which is
just a cool way to abbreviate it, and it's cool. Like it looks that way on
and it's
camera.
also his
but,
Twitter
like,
handle.
yeah, like, but it can't be his actual name. Like it has to be Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. That's just Mexican
That's
as
so
fuck.
much.
It's so much, and it's perfect.
That's-
But I know some Southern
That's not for
White
those WWE marketing
man.
people.
said that's too much. God damn it! And I know it was the Undertaker.
No, because because the WWE doesn't care for the Southern white man. Remember?
Exactly.
So they say.
The
No,
Northeastern man.
Yeah, but
Yeah, the
meanwhile,
Northeastern white man.
Undertaker's
That
running
white
the
man in
fucking show
Connecticut.
now. Yeah, Undertaker. Who else is doing creative down there? Jeremy Borash.
Jeremy
is-
Borash.
Oh, remember though, fellas, you can't have Undertaker without Michelle McCool.
Yo,
cannot.
people are turning on him because of her. Like
Right.
That fucking, I bet you that show plummeted.
Rest
his
in peace,
show.
Matt.
If you go to the comments on YouTube, all the comments are like, "Get your fucking." It's like, "Bring your wife to work day is over." Undertaker, like, why do you keep doing this? It's fucked up.
Because
Anyway.
they took the show from him.
Anyway, getting back to the WWE, And I'm not surprised. WrestleMania 43 in Saudi Arabia. It's going to be an interesting time.
Did they
I'll
confirm
bet-
that it's going to be like both? Since it's usually like 2 nights, is it going to be both in Saudi, or are they going to do split like
I haven't heard
WrestleMania 2
That's a
style?
good point. So the idea is that since this leaked, it was looked into, and they found out that WWE was going to they had a scheduled surprise announcement in Las Vegas, like this weekend. So like we would find out details this weekend, most likely. Or maybe tomorrow morning, right after the show goes out, which is usually what happens.
That's how it goes. Because I could see, Saudi getting pissy that like they didn't get both nights of WrestleMania, then they only got one and just wanted to prematurely release To Kill the Thunder.
Depends on how much they paid. But you know what? That's not the worst way to do it. If you were going to do it, first of all, it kind of calls back to WrestleMania 2.
Exactly.
And you get you get your cake and you eat it too. You got a WrestleMania in America. You got a WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia. It's a real one. The Saudi Arabian prince doesn't want you dead. Everybody wins.
Production is far better than it was back in WrestleMania 2 as well.
Yeah, no closed circuit television to worry about or whatever. All right, those are objective things. I personally keep hearing about all these deals WWE makes and all these connections that they have with like the most evil people in the world. It's fucking nuts.
They are
like,
evil people.
You are also evil people, and it's crazy to me. Like this is a wrestling company. This is it is bottom tier like entertainment. How the fuck? Why the fuck?
The lowest form of theater, as I like to say.
What the fuck? These dudes are in connection with President Trump and the Saudi Arabian prince and fucking Rothschild. You like Triple H and Stephanie had a picture with that old man. These are wrestling people. What the fuck? I don't know what evil fucking group they're part of, but they help me believe that evil really exists, especially when they evolve. It's crazy because all this time I thought Vince was like business evil. I could have sworn he was the devil. I did not know the devil. I knew
he portrayed himself as such.
I knew a nice old man with a mean demeanor and a really freaky, unfortunate private life. But as far as business goes, I thought he was a tyrant. I thought, you hear the stories of what he did to the territories, and you kind of hear all these other stories of Vince McMahon and how bullheaded he is.
Telling his son to stab him.
Yeah, I mean, and he's the one who made the deal with the Saudi Arabian government in the first place.
Yes.
Involvement in many a cover up as well.
But he's also not like.
Well, let's not go there.
He also didn't care if he lost the deal. Like he was a nut. He let all his wrestlers stay on that plane hostage.
Sacrificed almost like 2/3 of your roster.
He cut that show off on that prince because they didn't pay.
That looks pretty bad. I'm going home.
See you guys. Good luck.
Like, could you imagine? Like Vince McMahon, the Saudi Arabian prince didn't pay the bill in time, so they cut an airing show off. Like they cut that pay-per-view off to black in Saudi Arabia. Fuck that. Nobody's getting this show until I get paid. I don't care who's on that plane.
Brock Lesnar even was willing to ferry some of the wrestlers as much as he could on his private jet compared to what Vince did. Vince just up and left.
I imagine it's like that. If you've seen Hey Arnold, there's a very special Christmas episode about Vietnam and how people are trying to escape the country and their little babies are trying to be passed on to the fucking helicopters and shit.
That was on Hey Arnold?
It was on Hey Arnold. Anyway, that's exactly how Brock Lesnar's plane was. Wrestlers trying to pass AJ Styles up to the front. Like, just take AJ. Just take AJ.
Why is it only Brock and Shelton on this?
Oh my god.
No. So you hear all these stories, and I thought for sure like Vince was like the devil, and as TKO continues to take over WWE and implement their business standards and practices and all this shit, I realized that maybe, just maybe, the devil I knew was better than the one that I didn't. These people are so cold and emotionless And every time you hear a quote from one of those people all the way up top, and not even the Nick Khans, though the Nick Khans also have those cold
I
quotes.
was gonna say I keep
Very
thinking
cold,
of the Nick
ruthless
Khan.
demeanor.
I think of the Nick Khan quote where it's like, "What's a day off?"
Right? Like I understand he's also
Answer your phone.
he gives me this feeling like he sold his soul long ago. Like there's a look in his eyes like he doesn't remember what it's like to have a soul.
Does he look
Like,
like the vampires from Sinners?
even when he talks,
That's why he likes that video of him at WrestleMania 9, because like, I used to have a soul back then.
it reminds him of when he was still human.
He just keeps a picture of it, and it's like that villain monologue where he touches it really awkwardly. He's just like, "This was the last time I was a man."
This is who I could have still been.
Bro, even when he talks, he sounds like there's no longer a human left.
It's
but
like Mr. Beast, how he looks so soulless too.
Like, essentially, Beast is there. He's there. It's one of those things where you work so hard to achieve what you want.
Is
that
Mr. Beast involved with the Saudi
you
Arabian
lose yourself. Honestly, at this
Hey,
point,
look
I
at
wouldn't
any
be surprised.
picture of like Mr. Beast smiling. Like, there is nothing in those eyes.
Honestly,
Oh my
though,
God.
I don't want to get too big into the Mr. Beast thing, but I imagine if I had money and I thought, I'll fucking do some cool stuff for people and put it on the internet, and then everybody told me I was evil, I would also lose my soul. I'd be like, fuck the fuck? You can't even give people their sight back. Yeah.
But why are you recording it?
Because I need to make money to do it again.
Like, why don't you donate this to charity? I do.
It's the Batman conversation all over again. You could look into
Oh
it.
no!
You could look into it. There's organizations under his parents' name. God damn it! He does not just beat up the mentally ill.
But why doesn't Batman just give his money to the city?
He does. TKO, however, would never. We got a quote from the president today that said Vince McMahon essentially just says Vince McMahon was pricing WWE for families. They aren't. The WWE isn't reaching like UFC's the
Ticket
numbers
numbers.
that UFC gets for their tickets because they overcharge for UFC and they think that Vince was undercharging for WWE. So if people thought that there was going to be some kind of reprieve or some kind of tickets going down soon, like there's no sign of that happening. As a matter of fact, if anything, if you could read into that quote, is that they're gonna get even more expensive.
It's gonna get worse. They're just making fun of it at this point.
And
The
they have
beauty
they don't have no problem with saying that shit.
Yeah.
Like just saying it. Like just saying it in public with no problem. And they've said before in public it's because the fan base is so loyal. This loyal fan base, we know we can bring them over to ESPN, and that's what we're selling to them. You're being fucking. They're literally saying we don't care because look at them, they're fucking fools, and they're gonna pay us anyway. We can charge them for their rent, and they're gonna try to come to WrestleMania. They're gonna put it on their credit card. They're gonna go into debt to go to WrestleMania. I don't give a fuck. That's not our problem.
Fly to Saudi.
They'll do it. And the green shirt guy is going to be sitting right in front. Right in front. They claim he buys his tickets from the WWE On Location program. I think that program exists, and I think that green shirt guy is independent from it. But we will see.
Interesting.
I do. Anyway, what do you where are you guys?
I wanted to say that I think the UFC ticket prices, in a sense, are kind of amusing to me. In the sense that I know that it was started, that company was started by the Gracie family, who were using it as a commercial for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. The Gracie family, who famously only taught affluent white people.
Or light-skinned Brazilians.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Listen,
You needed money if you wanted to learn that shit.
The Gracie train, Greg. Don't you want to ride the Gracie train? Choo choo. Anyway, I don't know. How many different ways can you call this place evil? And I mean, and it's crazy to hear WWE fans defend it. Like, it's just business. Like they're beating you up. What do you mean it's just business?
It's the most Stockholm Syndrome fan environment. It is sickening what they do to people and how they just openly accept that just because, oh, it's WWE. It's what I grew up with. Don't try and take it from me.
But also, if I can afford it, it's not really a me problem.
Can you? Because you can't. Like, essentially, you can't. You saying that, not you, Greg. I know you can go. You shouldn't, though. That's
Greg
a lot of
making
money. They're doing a show. They're doing a show in Madison Square Garden on November 17th. Coincidentally, actually, a couple of days before AEW does a show across the river. I'm sure that's
It's always a
not-
coincidence.
I'm sure that's not related at all, though.
Never.
I'm certain.
They don't see
and
them as competition. It's fine.
I'll honestly, it's I would honestly love to see the prices on that, because I bet you that Raw costs more than a fucking pay per view, which is crazy. But it's John
Are
Cena's
there tickets
last.
available yet?
They should be. It's John Cena's last Madison Square Garden event, and you know that's
Yes.
gonna be the hook, baby.
That's how they're justifying it.
They're gonna beat the shit out of you with that.
If you want to get front row, get $1 million. Win that lottery, baby.
I don't know. What can you even how many?
Why are they trying to make you root for Vince McMahon in this?
I mean, I guess it's a crazy world to live in when Vince McMahon of all people was right. Like, people used to say, wrestlers, historians, they would say when Vince McMahon dies or when WWE has no Vince, like WWE is gonna die. And I always thought, like, well, no, maybe like it would get better. Like, he's in the way. Like, what are you talking about? Like, his ideas are old and he's senile and he's a fucking pervert. He's a sex pest. But as it turns out, somehow, some way, they found a way to be worse than that. But I don't know. I don't see a good future coming from this. I think as much money as they're making now and as much profits as they think they can get out of fans, I think they're going to push too far. I don't think that loyalty extends as far as they think it does. I
Okay,
think
John.
someone is forgetting that wrestling fans are poor. Like, I think that's such a big factor, and I really think someone convinced himself up top that things have changed, and that because wrestling is more popular now, and because there's casual people watching it, that there's not only poor people and we can sell things to them now. But that doesn't, then why aren't the ad rates going up for you? Like, why are they still looking at you like bottom tier entertainment? Because you're pushing too far. You're stepping over a boundary that you can't even see, and it's not going to work out well for them. At least that's what my little crystal ball is saying. Maybe you guys disagree. Maybe you guys think it's an unbreakable monolith and nothing can hurt the
Okay,
WWE.
well, John, if these numbers are to be believed, we're talking about November 17th, 2025, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Looking at what I'm looking at right now, which is the Ticketmaster link, if these numbers are accurate, a very important section for you, section 420,
Nice.
row 4, is currently selling, section 420, $251.05.
420 as in the back of the building?
Section 420.
As in
Yep.
hold on, let me pull this shit up.
How much was it?
Let me pull. I think I can pull this up on camera.
$251.05.
Hold the fuck
my
on. Hold the
gosh.
fuck on. Hold the fuck on. This is insane. We can pull this up
For
for the
what
people
essentially
watching.
might be nosebleeds.
We can pull this up for the people watching at home.
No.
This is section 420. If you can see on the small map, that is the back of the fucking building. That says limited view seating.
Well, out of curiosity, what's ringside?
Oh my god. No.
Okay,
Before I
okay.
move on, you're locked into buying two. You can't buy one. So you have to pay $502 to
Jeez.
sit in the back of Madison Square Garden for an episode of WWE Raw. My brother, my friend, respect yourself. Go across the river on Saturday. Pay half that. Go to the full gear.
It has like a quarter of that.
Jesus, good lord.
I feel like it's important to note that there are no ringsides available.
I know this is why they fucking do things. This is why that happens. What would that cost if there was WWE Ringsider package? $3,000 for row
$3,000.
2. For row 2, seat 2. And that's by the entrance ramp, so you can get a high five from John Cena, maybe.
Yeah.
Possibly.
3 rows behind. Whoa!
2,300.
No. Wait. Okay. This one actually costs less by $300 to sit 3 rows behind the commentary and have a great, I guess, view of
Wow.
of this Monday Night Raw. But this is how they get you, man.
But those are
Buy
also
now,
VIP
pay later,
packages,
man.
right?
Yeah, these are WWE Ringsider package, and they come with a chair, an autograph, and a book bag.
Yay.
If you're, but an autograph from Rusev or the Wyatt Six or B Fab.
Akira Tozawa.
You need that, man. Whoever we had available.
Wait.
Apollo Crews.
You get an autograph from the Street Profits, but it's only Angelo Dawkins.
Entry level at
Yeah,
$251 is fucking insulting.
I'm seeing a ramp seat for $1,784. Where you might get to touch John Cena's sweaty hand for the last time.
Maybe
A
if he
signature
wrestles.
from one of the Viking Raiders.
If he wrestles, if he even wrestles,
Well, I mean, he'll probably walk the ramp, so you might get a chance.
he
to
won't
reach
sweat
out
though.
at him.
He'd
He
be in
won't
his
sweat.
presence.
What's the point if he's not sweating? Anyway, man, this is fucked up, but this is the way of the world now. And if you're okay with this, then fine. But this is why I'm glad there's an alternative. This is exactly why I'm happy that one exists. Because I can still enjoy wrestling in a large arena with 9,000 other friends. And we'll fucking enjoy a fucking 5-hour show, most likely. But we'll have a damn
Plus.
good time, and it'll be worth our fucking money.
I'd
And
like
we'll
to note that my SummerSlam tickets cost way less than this.
Well, look at that. See, Greg, it's not always bad, and that was just this August. You know, that wasn't that far away. What was it, 250? Close to that.
They were like 300 or 400 something each. What? We were just over 1,000 for when we got to the totality of 3 tickets,
Now, this is how
which
we
shocked me. Actually, I thought it would have been much higher.
I don't know if I'm I don't know if I see myself like I was thinking about WrestleMania, but
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna be going to WWE shows anymore. I don't know if I can afford it. Like
Let's get a mortgage.
honestly, I
Yeah.
can't afford it. But like I don't know if I like why would I do that? Like why would I put myself in a like why would I take so much money for myself for this? Like that's insane.
It's
And
cheaper
then-
to
John,
just stay home.
The trick is to get in on the pre-sale and to get a seat. You know that won't be available in a month and a half.
The trick is befriend green shirt guy.
No, the
That
trick
too.
is to stay home. Don't click the link.
Just cancel Peacock too. Save yourself that money.
Honestly, at
WrestleMania
this
has
point-
so many more angles at home.
I can make money at home
Honestly.
instead of spending it. Like I don't know. If I find a way to write it off, like if I make when I get an LLC done, finally, they'll fucking if they say I can write off WrestleMania, then talk to me because otherwise
Yeah.
I just don't see myself attending WWE again.
Right.
And I like going to WWE shows. That's like one of my favorite things to put in people's face when they claim I don't enjoy WWE. I'm like, brother, I go to more shows than you. I spent more money
I
on this
spent
company
money on
than
this.
you
Right.
ever have. You fucking bum. Get out of here. Like, you know how many show? Like we were at the Royal Rumble in 2024 in Florida with our friends down there. That's maybe
See,
the
I was
last
just
WWE
thinking, like,
show.
that's probably the only show I feel the need to go to
Mhm.
at this point
Greg, same
because
here.
because I've hit WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series.
Exactly. I've
missing
done
Survivor
everything
Series.
but Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble, I'll always say this, never once came to Chicago. We are due. That's the
Yeah.
only thing I will ever invest in to go to a show again for.
That's crazy because Vince McMahon might have given you one eventually. TKO
Yeah,
is
that's
going
true.
to ask Chicago to pay $1 gazillion, and Chicago's going to be like, we have to put its money towards like ending gun violence.
That's never gonna happen.
But also like the way things are going, right? It's like, well, can we put it in a fucking stadium? And nobody, I I say this with absolute love, Nick. Nobody wants to go into the fucking Bear Stadium in January.
Here's an
Until it moves to Arlington Heights.
Here's an interesting thing, though. Maybe you guys will get a WrestlePalooza.
Give me Rumble and Wrigleyville, and I'll be happy.
So, here's the damning truth, actually, because I know this is a real thing. Other than like SummerSlam, obviously, like some of your cities are fucking locked out of these massive events because after WrestleMania 40, like WWE doesn't want to run cold weather states.
Yeah.
I mean, here's a big thing
Make
too
promos
that kind
cool.
of defeats Chicagoland in general is we are a major market and target for them in December, so they don't feel as much of a need to come back the next month.
Mm.
There's another thing that the TKO president said in this interview, and it was that WWE wants to develop the WrestlePalooza brand into something like WrestleMania or SummerSlam.
Into something like Lollapalooza?
They want to sell this to states as a big event. However, Triple H says WrestlePalooza came together very quickly. He says,
What a shocking development.
This was absolutely the vision Paul Heyman had for WrestlePalooza.
"Yeah." He said he told Pat McAfee there was a lot of thought, but it was in a brief period of time. We were sort of under the gun. Now, hold on, because I
I
think
haven't
that
made love to my wife in weeks.
this is the part where
So
they
busy.
this is the part where they snipped out the important detail of
Okay.
why they were under the gun. He says, as soon as we heard Indy was on the table and they had a day open, we were in. That was a no-brainer for us.
Indianapolis?
Yes.
Okay.
What would have made them even consider needing to do a show on this date at this time when they already had a debut date advertised for their ESPN thing?
All right.
Why would you have been under the gun when things were already set? What made you rush this timetable? What was it that made you move so quickly? Because Indiana was available? That's why we moved up that's why we sacrificed the fucking money that we spent on graphics and advertisement because Indiana was available.
John's having that CM Punk moment, like, who chose you? Who? Say his name. Go ahead.
Say it, you fucking coward. Say it. I wish he would have came out and said, we saw that Pissant company was putting Edge and Christian together. We said, get the fuck out of here. Watch this shit. And we put on the biggest possible show we can in the shortest period of time just because we want to show that we can. And I would have said, wow.
Meanwhile, that little company you're friends with is putting the Dudleys back together with the Hardys who are back together.
Yeah, but we're promoting that shit.
No, we're friends with them. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. We're promoting that absolute trash bin of a match. We're promoting that. Anyway, that's so funny that he says WrestlePalooza came together quickly. And I'm like, you fucking bet it did. I fucking bet you it did.
See, it's not competition. It just came together quickly. It's
And
coincidence.
meanwhile, the TKO guy is he's repeating what he's been told because he doesn't work with WWE. He doesn't do WWE things.
He doesn't even know
It's
what they're
not
doing.
really my job. I'm just a rep.
He knows that Nick Khan told him that we want to build this WrestlePalooza thing. We want to make it the biggest show possible, right? But he don't know why. He just knows. So we just want to sell this as another event. No, they wanted to stack the dog shit out of it to smother the AEW show that's on the same day. Mr. TKO President Evil Scrooge McDuck, sir.
Watch like the reps kids is just like a real hardcore like AEW fan. Just like, yeah, you guys are gonna have that Brody King there, right?
What?
AJ! We have a couple of AJs to talk about. A couple. AJ Lee returns to the WWE after 11 years. It's a big moment. CM Punk goes to Chicago, and he had gotten slapped by Becky Lynch. So AJ Lee saves her husband, and then on Monday she
got
cuts
a
a
therapy
promo.
chant.
She got some promo on Monday about how she went out and she wasn't well, so she got better, and I got a therapy chant that she totally did not have to encourage. And
It worked though.
it did because it came back later on.
Nice.
But
it went viral.
it did go viral. So yeah, her and CM Punk versus Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. AJ Lee signed what is said to be a multi-year deal. So we will see other matches from AJ Lee. Presumably she'll face Becky 1-on-1 at some point. What other matches do you guys want to see AJ Lee have?
None. I wanted one.
I just want something that involves like a mixed tag with AJ Styles just to get the double AJ thing out of the way.
I just wanted something that kept her out of the ring. No, that's fucked up. Listen, here's my well, I don't want to be like, here's the truth and here's why you're wrong. But the things I enjoy wrestling for are not the same things that other people enjoy wrestling for. I think people were really excited for the pop and the music and light it up and all that shit.
Wow, your voice kind of broke on that one.
It was real bad. I'm not paid to sing.
I thought that was on purpose.
So that's a lot of WWE fans just want the moment, and the matches don't matter and the wrestling is in the way of the moment. So that's cool. And you got
Like
that.
it's a show, right? Like
Right,
it's not
it's not a fucking athletic competition, right? That's what we have the other show for. But I also lived through, like, I watched AJ Lee live. Not only that, I watched AJ Lee from the first day she showed up on that television show. Not only that, I saw AJ Lee when she was just Jay Lethal's family. I didn't watch it.
But John, did you see AJ Lee in Ring of Honor?
Yes, but not but not as a wrestler.
Oh no, I saw her wrestle in Ring of Honor.
Oh shit, interesting. You got.
She did a dark match at one of the shows I went to.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Oh, wow.
I don't remember watching that. But yeah, I can't. I wonder how she got that.
I actually didn't know that.
Fucking. Anyway, her matches, and it's not. Maybe it's just not her fault. Like I don't know what her potential is in ring in today's environment, because when she was a WWE superstar, the fucking matches were dog shit. Like women's matches in WWE were the bottom of the fucking barrel. If it wasn't Beth Phoenix and Natalia or something, and then you were cooked. It was garbage.
Fucking
you were about
Natty's
to watch.
too good for her own good.
Exactly.
But so AJ Lee's best matches, like if you go back and you watch all of her WWE matches, you're gonna find that more often than not they sucked. And the best ones kind of cap out at like 3 stars.
Don't forget AJ Lee coming into NXT when it's the competition show, and her pro is Primo.
Yeah, racism.
Puerto Ricans.
And then they kissed at the end.
That was weird.
Did
What
they?
was it? What was Vince fucking? He has such a thing. He was so weird.
He just likes making people kiss.
I think and or
He's
kiss
that
him.
guy with the two
He's-
dolls, just like see, get
Hold on.
She was. But when it comes to things that WWE fans want, AJ's good at them. She's good at being in character. She's good at cutting the promo. She's good at performing. So I'm sure that this will be a successful run for her. But for me, I'm more interested in seeing her get down. Like I want to see who the fuck when she gets in there with Io Sky for 15 minutes. How is that gonna go? Like that's what I want to see. And it might we might get a resurgence. We might see the best AJ Lee matches we've ever seen in her fucking career because the level of competition is up. But that's not guaranteed because look at Nikki
It's a
Bella.
question of well, yeah, I think it's a question of some. I don't. I think it's a question of can somebody who was talented, like the truth is, AJ Lee compared to like Natty is probably second in her class at that point, right?
But also she was like first in her class because nobody, like everyone else was ass.
I'm
So
saying
like you
second.
never saw
I'm
it.
saying there's AJ and there's Natty.
Yeah,
Like, obviously Natty was better than everyone, but AJ was the only other one that was able to keep up.
yeah.
I think the question is, especially since she probably did well with like people like Natty and whatnot, is AJ Lee the kind of wrestler compared to people like Nikki Bella who haven't done great in this generation, who rises to the level of who they're in the ring with. And if you're lucky, she is, and that makes her better because now she's in here with a completely different crop of people.
I think that Trish Stratus turned out okay when it came to like being with Charlotte and wrestling Becky Lynch, was it? I can't remember who
Yes.
else she wrestled.
I think she did.
And I remember enjoying
Thank you,
that.
Trish.
And I remember thinking, wow, this is great. She's still in good shape. She actually had good matches. But they would bring her back randomly sometimes, like for no reason, and you kind of fucked up the pot. Like you fucked it up. This is pointless. Anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Lita
We'll
could
see.
not do that.
Lita could not. And
No.
and you know what? That should have been expected, honestly. We knew Trish.
We were
spent
blinded by the light when it came with Lita.
But we had known
Right.
Trish spent 10 years doing fucking yoga and all that
Yoga,
shit.
yeah.
And I guess the same kind of goes for AJ Lee. We know that she spent the last 10 years keeping herself in
Look at those
great
abs.
shape.
Ridiculous
her-
shape.
Fucking abs. She didn't age a day. She looks fucking younger than she did when she left.
No,
You know?
it's her and Amy Garcia doing that fucking like ageless Latina thing.
Yeah, and it's great. Like she is fucking beautiful. I do not hate AJ Lee. I hate,
Remember those
I-
pictures came out
I
when
hate
she
her
was like
taste
jacked
in
as
men.
shit with the like
What?
with the taped hands.
I don't think anything's wrong with AJ Lee. As a matter of fact, I just think she keeps giving it up to losers. No, that's
Oh
fucked up.
Jesus! Tell us more about how you feel about fucking Jay Lethal. No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
It's okay. He's okay.
He's okay.
He's okay.
lethal
He's
injection.
okay.
He's a shitty finisher, but
Shut up. I hate that fucking finish.
I also
really
hate
do
the
hate it.
I think
it's
finishes like
neat.
that work in certain situations, but as a thing that you hit every night, I fucking hate it.
And I also hate the physics of it.
It's the same thing with the 21 plex. I hate that kind of move.
Whoop.
Yeah, like we have
It's
to
just
wait.
convenience.
You have to wait. Like I have to sit here and wait. How
Yeah.
you know how hard you have to hit me for me to sit here and wait?
For that to conveniently be something for you. See, I hate the 21 plus much more than the lethal injection.
It's the same thing to me. I see
Because
this
at least
as-
lethal injection, you could argue like, okay, the guy's just all like, oh my gosh, and then out of nowhere, bam. But for 21 plus, you got to make sure he's
No,
all
yeah, see,
bent
I-
over against the ropes.
See,
Give me
that's
that
the
ass.
thing. I hate the 21 plex for a completely different reason. Like I hate you.
Bandito
The lethal
just
injection,
scream
I
that
hate.
out.
You ready, Hechicero?
The lethal
Yeah,
injection
sure
I hate
here.
for the very physics of like this dude is jumping at me. I'm going to throw my legs out so I can take this front bump on the diamond cutter. Like it's so stupid. But like the 21 plex annoys me because everyone has to assume a position in the ring that they have never done before until conveniently with this match against Bandito.
I think you can sell it as being tired. Like I'm so tired. I'm just sitting here. That's the only
If
way
they
I
had
can think
better
of it.
timing on it, maybe.
I was watching WCW Nitro, and there was a move, I think it was Sick Boy that was doing it, and somehow it required the opponent to lift him up first.
Incredible.
I love this. I love that's why I always maintain like bad WCW is still better than like bad WWE. It is.
Oh
It
my
is.
gosh, the
It's
random match generator
What
was
era?
priceless. Mwah,
it's
miss it.
because it's so
What era
bad.
of bad WCW though?
The worst. Like even if
Oh, man.
not the boring era, like not the boring era. Like you got like some real
I'm
boring
talking about early
90s
'92 because
stuff.
that's
We-
real
Yeah,
bad.
early 92 is real bad. Like
Every
it's-
match is just Young Pistols versus Freebirds.
yeah, they fell into a formula and it was really boring and there was nothing entertaining. It's not even so bad it's funny. Like WCW 2000 is endlessly entertaining to me. Like
Goldberg! Why?
Why me?
people will talk about it like if it's the gold standard for bad wrestling. But WCW 2000 is genuinely entertaining by how bad it is and how many fucking mistakes they make. You
Honestly.
can't help but enjoy yourself and laugh at it. Meanwhile,
I was
if
having
you-
fun with Tank Abbott pulling a
See-
knife on his friend.
No,
literally, actually, in
here's the
real
thing.
life, pulling a knife, that
Personal
happened.
opinion.
The skins
opinion,
match,
it might
whatever
be-
that is.
I think there's also a certain campiness to the end of WCW to the point that like you knew the boys knew it was over, so nobody cared.
No, it was like you got the greatest Scott Steiner promos in fucking history, but also he was not supposed to say a single goddamn thing he was saying.
Yeah.
Like, no, why are you talking about DDP's wife? Or like, what is going on out here?
We want to turn on Raw because this shit sucks.
This WCW suck.
Get into a fight. Who is it for? It was DDP's wife, right? Kimberly Page? That
Oh,
was
he
like-
was going after everyone because that leads to them having a real life fight
Yes,
that DDP
yes.
stood
Oh,
no
really?
chance in.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. I love WCW 2000. It's so bad, and there's so many bad backstage stories and fights, and
It gave us Ready to Rumble.
TV.
I gotta give a shout out to the great book that is Guy Evans Nitro.
I love the Death of WCW book with Brian Alvarez and R.D. Reynolds, I think it is.
Oh, R.D. Reynolds, my man, he shares some of my stuff on occasion, which is such a full circle moment for me because WrestleCrap is what inspired me to come here and share videos to this day.
Yes,
Uh,
that's exactly what it is.
What John, I want to be clear about it in case people go looking for it. What John especially loves is the Death of WCW Revised Edition.
Yes.
But you get the people who were no longer afraid of not getting jobs to have opinions.
They come in and they say things, and first of all, I listen to Brian Alvarez podcast. So when I learned that he did the audiobook, I was like, this is incredible. This is just a fucking 16-hour or whatever, however long, probably 8 hours podcast. And
John,
it was
can I tell you
excellent.
how fucking disappointed I was when the Dusty Rhodes audio went up and it wasn't Dusty?
But he's
Oh.
dead. No,
Just get
I don't
Bruce
think he
Pritchard to
was
do
at
the impression.
time.
no,
I don't know
I'm
if he
sure.
was at the time.
He was old
but-
as fuck, though. You wanted him to sit in that booth for 8-9 hours? You're
They've had older people do that shit.
They do. They do that. They're horrible to old people that used to be famous. They drag them out to conventions and just like leave them
Yeah.
there. He doesn't know where he is. Take
I
their
mean, come
picture
on.
and
If you
move
want,
on.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna hear Dusty's story, you want to hear it from Dusty.
I'm tired. I'm tired, Greg.
Shut up, Becky.
Oh man.
The last words she ever heard. From him, Shut up, Becky.
Anyway, so the other AJ we had to talk about, AJ Styles, who's
We're not still talking about
WWE.
AJ.
Get ready to fly.
His deal comes up in February 2026. Honestly, nobody knew when it came up. We knew that he said he had 5 years, and the 5 years was up like last year, and everyone was like, or it was up this year, and everyone was like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen with AJ? And then we found out that he signed an extension, but nobody knew until when. So you have to imagine WWE offered him a new contract, and he opted for just a year extension instead. So he still plans on leaving the company. Now, what we know for sure,
And now
is
he
that-
plans on leaving with the WWE Championship. No.
yeah. What we
Run
know
that
for
angle
sure
again.
is that AJ Styles' previously said that this WWE contract would be his last wrestling contract, and that he would
Yes.
retire at the end of it. However, when asked backstage, AJ apparently just hasn't mentioned, like, this hasn't been brought up in a long time.
Okay.
The retirement thing. But also it was found out that around the end of his contract, before he signed the extension, he was making outside overtures. He was looking for work outside of WWE. And it's not known if he reached out to any wrestling companies, but he for sure was reaching out to the convention circuit and trying to set up life post WWE.
Interesting.
So it's kind of like, in my, for like, now those are the facts, and that's what we know about AJ. He expires in February 2026.
So let's
but
make up some lies. No, I'm kidding.
in
Ruin
my
'em.
opinion, I had long given up hope on ever seeing him wrestle outside of WWE again. And even
Okay.
today, I even
Not
knowing,
even one-offs.
yeah, not even.
Okay.
Even hearing these things today,
Okay.
I don't see it. I just don't see it. I think that
why?
he thinks, the WWE, ending your career in WWE is like, a good thing, and then he can go on and do conventions. But that's like 99% of my thought process, because there's still 1% that makes me think, well, if he was looking to do conventions, then it's not like he wanted to go home.
Yeah.
Like,
He's not out.
Sting's doing conventions, but he's done. Like he says this is his last year doing conventions. So if you come see him, you like never gonna see him again on this.
I thought it was the last year in full paint.
Or maybe something like that. I don't know. He said it was his last year doing something. There's an aspect of it that he's given up on.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was the full paint, because that's stuff I think takes him a long time.
He's like, I can
it
imagine.
ruins my beard.
He thought of that in hour 3 of applying the paint on a day. He was like, you know what?
I can't do this anymore.
I'm never doing this shit again.
He should just at least like go back to like Surfer. No, he needs to be Blade Runner Sting again. That was just like quick, easy.
Stop it.
I think that AJ Styles, the thing about him reaching out and not knowing if he's talking to wrestling companies or not, is that he can't even legally talk to AEW. So like we can't even know if that's in his thought process. He might be having conversations with his friends though that work there. And I mean, let's be fucking real here. If he wants a retirement run, like one that matters, one that people are gonna talk about,
That matters.
one that is gonna be significant and meaty, like a sandwich worth eating, it ain't gonna happen in there.
You know what I just thought of in relation to that? Think about who one of his closest Bible study Christian friends is.
Oh shit! Is it Sting?
It's Sting.
Stupid.
Can you imagine him
At least
talking
it's
to
not Vince
Sting
Russo.
about the end of his career, like, and Sting being like, "I had the greatest moment of my life at AEW Revolution when I saw my sons come out
I was
in
gonna
my
say what you want
face
to do,
paint."
AJ, is get your kids, get your kids to dress up as you.
AJ, trust me, you'll never have a greater moment in your life. No, listen.
You
In
put
all
one in the
seriousness,
shorts and you put one in the fortune, and you.
in all seriousness, I think when he said the WWE contract would be his last contract, he thought and maybe hoped that he would get a farewell run in WWE. And I mean, let's take a look at John Cena's farewell run. This is about as big as the most effort you're going to see WWE put into a farewell retirement tour as you're ever going to see. And they
God, imagine
fucked
thinking you're
that
gonna
one.
get that. But
They
also just,
fucked this
imagine
one so
thinking you're
bad.
Imagine thinking you might get that farewell one, and then John just announces his retirement. Like, oh
No.
shit!
This is literally what Dustin did, and then Sting said, "I'm retiring." Like, well,
Never mind, I'm signing for 6 more years.
Gotta go another year.
Not even that. Just besides that, it's worse than that. The idea that even if you got one, the guy who got the best one got a shitty one. What the fuck are they gonna do for me?
Is that
I
the
would-
best one?
I mean, like the best one that WWE would give you, like today, like they're
There's, like,
certainly
Flair.
not giving AJ Styles a John Cena level retirement run, right? So if John Cena level retirement doesn't even reach the standard, how the fuck does AJ Styles level retirement run reach a standard in WWE? They're not giving AJ Styles that run. John Cena is their quote unquote greatest of all time. His retirement tour is the biggest retirement tour they can do today. Like of course it could be much better quality, but apparently it can't. Like apparently this is the best quality it could have been.
Well, I would have argued he would have never gotten the Flair run either. So
Yeah, no. Even if it was old WWE, he wouldn't have gotten a Ric Flair retirement either. And like John Cena couldn't even get that.
he wasn't gonna get
Right.
he wasn't gonna get the Shawn run.
No. And Sean didn't get a run. Sean's retirement came out of nowhere. It was like, I'm retiring if I lose next month. What the fuck? Wait. What?
Because it starts with the one more match thing, and then it's like, no, one more match is the last one. It's like, whoa.
No, don't they have the whole thing where if you lose one match, you have to retire, and it went
That's
for like
That's
8
Ric
months?
Flair.
That's Ric Flair.
That's
Sean doesn't
what
have
I'm saying.
that.
Yeah, Sean had the thing with Undertaker where I was just like,
Yeah.
oh, he's only doing. I don't know. I felt like I saw it coming, so maybe it
I
feels like a
did
retirement
not.
run.
I never saw him fucking retiring and
No?
until his DVD came out. When his
Okay.
DVD came out that year, there was a video package that played before it, like in the beginning, like an opening video thing. And I was like, that seems final. What? That's interesting.
Was that Heartbreak and
It might have been Heart. I don't know if it was Heartbreak and Triumph because Heartbreak and Triumph came out in like 2006.
Does he
or
have
something
another
like
one
that.
after that?
But it's a match compilation, and then they
Okay.
do a video package before all the matches play, and it felt like a Hall of Fame video that goes through your entire career, and it was like,
Farewell
that-
send off.
yeah, like that would be a weird thing to create if you still have many years left. And no, he did not.
Shout out to 2010 WWE, by the way. They had a lot of hidden gems that year.
They had a lot of good match compilation DVDs. What was the Edge one? I loved that one.
2010 was relatively
Decade
solid when it
of
came to
Decadence?
releases.
Decade of
Yeah.
Decadence. Yes.
The one he did in character, right?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
good. That was real good.
I remember being disappointed because he did it in character, and I was expecting the documentary like everything else.
I was happy for the matches. I was like, this is fucking great. I watched the shit out of that. I think at that point he became one of my favorites, and it was obviously because I watched so much of him at once. But I was like,
And then they came
I
out with the
love him.
network, so the DVDs became obsolete.
Right.
Never to me.
I really enjoyed that 2010 Royal Rumble. That was like one of the best ones for a long time.
Yeah, it's but as good as those times are, do you guys believe AJ Styles will wrestle after February 2026?
A little bit, yeah. I think if he is reaching out to people, I think he's reaching out for something.
Yeah.
I think there's a chance he either wants to wrestle with a few friends again, or just see a few buildings again. You can't think of too many things AJ Styles hasn't done, because he got the Japan run, so he did the Tokyo Dome, he had Tanahashi and Okada and all those guys. Does he want to go to Mexico? I don't fucking know.
I do. AJ, you want to wrestle a proto star? Stop playing.
Oh God.
I think obviously there are a lot of wrestlers outside of WWE that AJ Styles could have incredible performances with, but I try to think of
Absolutely.
the ones that would mean something to him, and how many people are outside of WWE that he would want to wrestle, like he would want to go back on his word to wrestle for, and I think there are I just think there are enough of them.
Well, would it
out
be
there.
going back on this word as long as he never signs a deal?
Yeah, no, I mean, but he kind of, I don't know if he's holding himself to the words that he said. Wrestlers genuinely don't. Wrestlers always say,
I get Dustin.
right, I'm gonna stop at 40. No one stops at 40.
I mean, the big thing too is like, look at all the advancements in sports medicine these days.
Yeah.
I mean, so many wrestlers can wrestle decades onwards. I mean, look at how great Billy Gunn looks and is still able to go.
Here's another thing,
It
though.
also depends on your style, but they did just book a fucking Tatsumi Fujinami match in the great year of
Right.
2025.
71-year-old Fujinami.
Yeah, on November 14th. That's this year, people.
Yeah,
That's wild.
Anyway,
against the exact kind of guy he can actually still wrestle with at these days.
that's the good thing about it. It's Zack Sabre Jr. So like, you technically he doesn't have to take a single bump.
No, they can they both
right.
can roll around on the mat for 30 minutes and like, yep, we had fun.
But the AJ Styles thing, another thing that I'm thinking of now as we talk is always the possibility that things have changed, right? That's just
Right.
the way life goes. Like,
Circumstances.
when he said that, I'm sure he believed it. I'm sure he believed that this would be it. Everything's going
That's
great
where
here.
he was at that time.
There's
Right.
no reason why not. And then, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows get fired and shit.
Mhm.
And then
My
your
boys.
booking goes in the trash. Like in the garbage. Like they're booking you like you're at WrestleMania fucking with Logan Paul losing. Did he lose? Did he beat Logan Paul? Did he win? I don't remember.
Gosh,
I don't even care.
I thrust that out of my brain. I mean, remember too. Look at how he must feel to see his friends get let go when allegedly they had like ironclad contracts to prevent that from happening again.
Carl
and then
Anderson fired while injured.
Yeah, Paul Heyman and AJ Styles have a ridiculously bad relationship, and Paul Heyman's basically just getting everything that he ever wanted just handed to him. I mean, how does AJ Styles have to feel about that?
Logan Paul defeated AJ Styles.
Jesus Christ.
Get out of there, AJ. Just
And
leave.
then-
It's been a
and
great
then-
10 years. Leave.
Even if you're such a diehard WWE fan that you can't believe AJ Styles would ever think negative thoughts about the company the way they're booking him, we have the latest piece of evidence, which is his son on Instagram. There was a comment about how Triple H is fucking your booking up, AJ. And the son replies, "Oh, we know." And I'm like,
I'd like to make a point that it appears, if I'm reading this all correctly, AJ Styles has not won a PLE event since 2022, where he defeated Finn Balor at War Games. Though 2 of those events have been main events where he did wrestle Cody Rhodes for the championship at both Backlash and Clash of the Castle.
fuck that Clash of the Castle match. That's the Burning Hammer match, right? Fuck that match.
Oh God, does everyone just get mad every time AJ does a Burning Hammer in a match?
No, he did such a great Burning Hammer, and Cody kicks out at 1. Suck my dick. Suck my whole
knew what he was
dick.
doing with that.
I hate you,
Were
Cody
you
Rhodes.
pissed off at Austin Aries for that shit too?
How did the fucking Burning Hammer look? Because if it looks devastating and you kick out at 1, then you can suck my dick. I don't care if you're God.
Hey, it's it's not the master doing the burning hammer though.
Yeah, but if you perform it and it looks like it fucking killed you, and you kick out at 1, you are a piece of trash.
But you're okay with 2.
But the
I'm okay
master
with
needs to
2.9. I'm okay with 2.9 because you can sell it as I died for 3 seconds, but I made it just in time. Anyway,
Although it does list it here as a PLE, I'm not counting it. Technically, AJ Styles did beat Naomichi Marufuji at Noah Destination, and it is technically a pay-per-view. It's just not a WWE one.
that was actually a pretty good match too. That's like one of the better matches AJ's had. But don't get me wrong, the Cody Rhodes match was really good. It was just like fuck you and fuck that spot. You can suck my dick.
Sure.
I don't believe AJ Styles should end his career here. I think that, first of all, I think he's gotten the best possible career AJ Styles could have gotten in WWE. I never, ever imagined he would be a WWE legend. I thought he would just be like a guy, if he did get in, they would fumble and they would not know what they had because there were several years of them doing that. But this time they figured it out.
I remember
Vince
how
McMahon-
surreal it was in 2016 when he showed up.
I know. And even those first couple months, they wouldn't let him use the Styles Clash. They were trying to slowly strip things away from him. And he had to have the match with Chris Jericho at WrestleMania where Jericho kind of snuck in a Styles Clash. And they did things that AJ Styles probably Vince didn't care about. And they started seeing him as that kind of wrestler. And they tested him with Roman. And then it was like from that, he was good from then on. Like he
God,
passed
those
the
Roman
test.
matches were so good.
So good. Some of
They
the
had
best
no
matches.
business being great. I saw one of them live.
Roman hasn't had matches that
Nice.
good again. I swear.
I am. I'm always of the belief of how like miraculous it was because so many guys, I guess, failed at it or weren't able to acclimate. How much AJ Styles was able to like fit into the WWE style without losing who he was.
Well, he wanted.
Mhm.
I argue that he wanted to slow down a bit anyway. He was just
Sure, but like
like
he's
that.
not like he never felt like a different wrestler.
No, for
Right.
sure. Like I said,
Like
especially after those first 2 months.
Even though I argue that it's better than who he was because fuck Tyler Black, Seth Rollins is not the same guy.
Rest in peace, those knees, though.
Seriously.
He's not even the same Seth Rollins.
I was going to say, look at the difference
also
between
true. That's
2015 Rollins and
That's
onwards.
also true. The Hoblins. Oh man, yeah, no. The Seth Rollins that I thought would be like top babyface, second coming of Shawn Michaels. That guy's dead.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It's
Once
crazy
those knees
that it
went.
this way. But he had a pretty good career. He got paid. Got a wrestler wife.
He got paid.
Turned out good.
Got paid. Got a wife.
I
Had
just
an affair.
that did happen. Listen, not dating a Nazi.
Oh yes.
Dating a Nazi. Every wrestler has one.
Oh, that's right.
Didn't she then date Sonya Deville?
She did.
Yes.
Yes, she did. Did they get married? Are they married?
No,
I thought
she
Sonya got married to
somebody
someone else.
I don't
She
know.
married
who
somebody
she's
else.
married. Anyway, this AJ Styles thing. Obviously, I'm an AEW fan, but I just think that if he went to Tony Khan and he was like, "I would like a retirement tour," and they would be like, "Hell, fucking yes, you
Come
got
on.
it, let's go."
And then he's like, "Can I also bring Anderson and Gallows?"
Actually, you're pushing it.
I mean, they didn't do terrible
They
when they
would.
were there. They didn't do anything notable, but they didn't do terrible.
I'm just imagining Mikey Ruckus doing a remake of fucking I Am and AJ glaring at him. It's like, you motherfucker.
Don't you fucking dare! I got this song I really like called "Evil Ways." I'd like you to check this out.
You better
Get ready
play
to
that
fly. It
southern-
is.
You better play that southern rap I gave you.
No, I need that. I need that demigods. They wouldn't be able to play that though, because I'm fairly fucking certain there's like double licensing going on in there.
Yeah,
That is
well, yeah, you'd have to get that guy who did the rap, but also like it was an actual song that was sampled, and I don't think they have the rights to that. either.
You know what I just realized?
What?
They do got the access to the Turner Library, Air Styles, baby.
Oh god, nobody remembers that song.
Nobody remembers that far back. AJ,
WWE
man.
tried to bring it up once.
I just keep thinking about the potential matches. I just thinking about, first of all, the potential rematches. Like, he's got Okada. He's got Joe. They got Christopher Daniels. He works there. He's
he-
I
retired.
could
I
I
was
could see
gonna say-
Christopher Daniels coming out of retirement for AJ.
Probably.
I dropped my keyboard. I was so sad.
Incredible.
I'm so sad. Yes, I mean, I guess that's
Yeah, I guess I could see him coming out of retirement for AJ. Like if it's just
Yeah.
the one.
Just for AJ, yeah, honestly.
Okada. They could run that back. I don't think it would ever be as good as
Excuse
it
me.
was before because both of them
No.
are fucking old.
Both of them are not the person they were.
Yeah. It'd still be solid though.
I'd also
Yeah.
love to see him and him and Will Ospreay. And there's just so many
Yes.
possibilities.
Swerve.
Hangman. Jesus Christ. Anyway,
Hechicero.
this is me allowing myself to talk about it, but in reality, it doesn't. I don't believe in that shit. I think all those Stanford wives are gonna stay there and love the suckle the teat of TKO.
I see what you did there.
Until no more, until there's no more milk.
Yeah.
But that's the news for the week. This is the news,
News.
which brings us to our final subject. AEW Dynamite.
Oh.
I'm trying to think. I used to be able to just go on Twitter and see if anything was going on in like the Japan stuff, but I don't know.
We have a
2300.
website. Well, we're post G1, and we know Takeshita will be challenging for the IWGP World Championship at King of Pro Wrestling. So we're just waiting to find out who he's going to be wrestling. And at this point,
No,
it's
we're
just
not. It's gonna be Zack Sabre Jr. You can't even fucking
Come
consider
on.
that Ren Narita's getting that belt.
you don't think Ren Narita has a chance?
No.
What?
Who am I to doubt Ren Narita? Me. Fuck that guy.
Jeez,
Doubt Renner is the new El Dandy.
Yes.
Greg, you are a bad person.
That may be so, but damn it, whether I'm bad or not, Ren Narita ain't getting that belt.
Oh, a quick aside. We did
Mr.
have 2 deaths to report this week, which is really sad.
In wrestling, you mean?
In wrestling, well, obviously
Okay.
there are millions across the world in the past 7 days, but
Oh, true.
but in pro wrestling,
I thought you meant just in New York. Okay.
2 major deaths. One, Taishin Nagao from
Oh,
All
yeah, that was
Japan Pro
fucking
Wrestling. He's just 21 years old. He was a fucking prodigy. People talked about him like he would be the next big thing.
Oh, I didn't even know he was that good.
Yeah, and
Damn, damn.
he got hit by a bus 3 months ago, and he remained in the hospital all that time, but he passed away. Traumatic shock caused by compression of his abdomen,
Mm.
which means he probably got run over, which sucks. But yeah, he had made his debut in October of 2024, and people were like, "Holy shit, he grabbed it real fast!" And it didn't last. It's fucking second. No, he's gone.
Yeah.
And then
Damn.
the other death is from the American Northeast independent scene, Jaka.
Oh yes,
Right.
you're right.
Yeah, from the he was part of UFBO with Ortiz
Mike
and
Drastic.
Santana. He was
yeah.
Mike Drastic back then. Santana
Yeah,
was.
sorry. That's always how I know him. I
no,
can't
for sure.
shut that one off.
That's how I met him too, with a broken leg.
Oh, he was hurt when you met him?
Mm-hmm. He had a broken leg, and Ortiz was working by himself as the funky monkey.
Mm.
Yeah. So Jaka caught a heart attack. Just 3 days prior to his death, and he was in the ICU. He didn't make it, unfortunately. He was just 36. He was just 36 years old, and but a lot of people that I know from the Northeast wrestling scene are just entirely affected by it. His sister opened like a GoFundMe. It is still, it's still there. I will link it in the description.
I actually felt really bad passing because I had passed by that GoFundMe before he had passed, and I didn't notice who it was. And like, CZW had just won a deathmatch show like a day before. And I was just like, oh, it must be one of those dummies.
Oh God.
Oh, man.
And I was like, oh shit, wait, I know who this was. Fuck.
Yeah. He was part of Team Pazuzu, not EOFBO.
Yes.
Which is like the same thing. Like if you were watching indie wrestling at the time,
EYFBO is part of Team Pazuzu, so
yeah. But he did work in Chikara, Evolve, AIW, JA, Jersey All Pro Wrestling, GCW, CZW, Progress. He did a lot of stuff. He won the Evolve Tag Team Championship twice. Well, yeah, our thoughts go out to his friends and his family.
family.
Fucked up situation, but
Yeah.
I guess now we can.
Oh no, we had another wrestling death too. Chuck Coates.
Shit. That's right, Chuck Coates.
A lot of your all-time favorite wrestlers from the 80s and 90s had defeated Chuck Coates on WWF and WCW TV, and on top of that, Chuck Coates also had a very long career. I think he even had a match like as early as this year.
Really?
He was still active, and he was on fucking.
Was he?
And he looked good too. Like he wasn't like just
He was hitting that trampoline.
Yeah, he's tripling hard. Yeah, he still looked great.
He actually wrestled on like Velocity, like that. Like he had been wrestling for so fucking long that he was a jobber in WWF, NWA.
Oh my God.
He was on like 89 Superstars, and then you'd see him later on like Heat and Velocity.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yep. And so yeah, there's like
WCW program like Saturday Night Worldwide Pro.
it's one of those cool things, right? Where you're like, I'm sure he was like somebody's grandpa, and like he's telling the kid, like I wrestled Lex Luger, I wrestled Andre the Giant, I wrestled
Sting.
Hulk Hogan, Sting, and it's like, Grandpa, but I don't know your name. Like, what are you talking about? But he's got pictures on the fucking wall, and he's in the ring with all these legends. And he did pass away from, unfortunately, it was a battle with cancer. But I don't have the details in front of me because I lost.
Always the
everything.
goddamn cancer.
It's always that C, that big C.
Yeah. Even
But,
Marvel can't defeat it.
No, again. Even, like I used to be like, man, there's got to be something. But like, if fucking people like Steve Jobs die from cancer, like, bro, that dude,
Yeah.
if anybody could beat it,
Right.
it'd be him. So that shit is undefeatable right now. It's a scary thing. But less scary than that is AEW Dynamite, which is weekly and routine
I don't know, it's a little
and
scary
safe.
sometimes.
It
I mean, how
2300.
you feel about blood?
The
It's just-
2300 arena can be scary.
How do you guys feel? Okay, that's an interesting thing. There was a
Okay.
discourse about the 2300 arena and how it was a
Really?
bad look for AEW and how it was affecting the viewership and it was affecting the
Wow.
way people felt about the show.
I guess that depends on what your expectations are for pro wrestling. It's funny, right? Because at the same time, there was always a discourse before this that like they're not drawing what they used to. They should run smaller arenas so it
Right.
doesn't look bad. And then they did the thing, and then they're just like smaller arenas look bad. It's like there's no fucking winning with
Like,
you people.
what do you all want?
But no, I didn't have any expectations for the 2300 arena. Like it can't look any fucking smaller than Full Sail or the fucking place
Right.
or the PC that they run. Plus, I also can't be trusted because I am nostalgic for that place.
That's exactly what it is. Because like on my end, I'm thinking is because like we're all just like hardcore wrestling fans, right? So for
Yeah.
us, it's just like the 2300, like that's the ECW arena. That's so cool. But I
Yeah.
see like a lot of like maybe like newer fans maybe like being thrown back because they're so used to giant arenas and whatnot. But like, I don't know. To me, I kind of like the unique venues here and there, and I'm a little biased because again, ECW arena. When they were here at the Aragon Ballroom, like I'm kind of biased for something because it's a unique appearance. Hammerstein.
Here's my
And
thing.
see, I was just gonna bring that up. I'm sorry, John.
Go
I
ahead.
was just gonna bring that up because like the Hammerstein, technically in the totality of most of the arenas across the country, is a very small place. It just looks prettier on TV.
Right.
Not
Like,
anymore because they painted it wrong and then.
they did paint it wrong. The thing
The
I'm
Super
gonna
Craze
be a
is still
bitch
flying
about
though.
That's true.
The thing about the 2300 arena shows about the AEW Dynamites there that fascinate me is that they did a residency there. It only holds 900 people, but you figure 900 times 6, and then it's about like what is that? Like fucking how much is that? Like six like 5,000, 4,000 people. It's about
They
the
send it out
same.
every night. Yeah.
It's about they definitely did because it's only 900 seats. Could you imagine not selling out 900 seats? That's something embarrassing about.
That's where there's a problem.
That's the embarrassment.
I mean, I can. I've been to CCW, but no.
Oh shit, that's
Whoa.
right. Damn. But yeah, for like 900 times 6, 9 times 6,
Actually, I haven't been to
56,
CCW, I've just seen it.
5,600 fans, right?
5,400.
5,400. Yeah, I was close. I was doing it in my brain without a calculator. I tried.
I respect you. It was a respectful attempt.
You did it.
That being said, right? Because that sounds like, let's just say that sounds like cope. You're just coping. This man
Adam Copeland.
loves the fucking business, loves wrestling, loves its history so much that he willingly took a loss, bro. He didn't have
Yeah.
to run the ECW arena in Philadelphia. That's not something they were locked into. They made the choice because he likes the damn building, because he likes ECW, because he went to ECW arena when he was a fucking kid. And that was a big fucking memory for him as a child. It's a core memory for the man. They
Yeah.
were willing to take the loss just to run the show at the ECW arena. That is fucking fascinating to me. I
Which,
love
by the
that
way,
shit.
Which, by the way, I want to point this out. I think it was. I don't remember what event it was. I think it was. I want to say it was WrestleMania 29 because I think I had done the whole weekend at that point. They make a point. I remember reading this in an article a long time ago. It's probably lost to time. That Triple H took a loss. Triple H and the company took a loss on running the Hall of Fame at Madison Square Garden because there's no point to run the Hall of Fame at Madison Square Garden. But because it was Madison Square Garden, it was important to do it.
It was
If we were
brutal,
running-
right?
Yes.
I remember that exactly. Yes.
So like, before anybody wants to have the idea of just like, oh, what a fucking stupid Mark thing to do. He ran the Garden at a loss for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
There's some things in wrestling you just have to do.
And that's why Triple H, that's literally why they used to call him the game, right? That was the gimmick. And that's what that's one of the things that even people that hate him will always compliment him on, his knowledge of wrestling history. Like, and how
Reverence and respect for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one thing you can never take from Triple H. But Tony Khan can put it into action because he has there's no business people above him that can tell him no.
If they hadn't toned it down, Tony would have ran the Sportatorium.
Absolutely. He would have put it all in there.
Yes.
And he would have had the
Dallas,
Von
baby.
Erich boys main event.
The Von Erichs would have finally main evented the show.
And they kind of suck, but they would have been main eventing.
Let the record show. Don't be surprised if Tony Khan just builds his own sportatorium.
Listen. I have said for a while, for like months now, ever since I caught that wind of Arena Mexico and how it works and how cool that is, like the concrete ring that doesn't move. Because why would we move it? Because it just belongs here.
Because it's
And
ours.
Man,
the
it's a wrestling
barricades
arena.
that don't move because they're built into the floor because it's a wrestling
Yeah.
arena. Like, that shit has captured me. Like, Tony Khan, there's no way he didn't get the same feeling like when he walked in there. There's no way he didn't think, as a billionaire,
It's
I
under construction
need
right now.
one of these. Like,
Yeah.
especially with the power to think that way. Like, I need one. Daddy,
The only thing,
I want
the only
one.
thing closest to it is fucking Korakuen Hall, which isn't like, it's not a pro wrestling arena, but it's a combat arena.
And even then, it doesn't belong to
Anybody.
anybody.
Right.
You have to rent it. The thing about the
Well, I say it belongs to somebody. It doesn't belong to any wrestling entity or
Yeah.
combat
Right.
entity.
they had to rent it and pay the rent. Like, I would love Tony Khan to buy a building, whether it's the 2300, whether it's the Hammerstein. I would love it for it to be the Hammerstein for personal reasons, but obviously they make a lot of money.
feel
I
like
think
the
it's owned by
Hammerstein-
like church people. It's owned by like Mormon
might be.
church or something like that.
I feel like the Hammerstein would be something weird to run every week.
I don't know if because it's too big.
Yeah,
it's too big.
But
Honestly.
also, like, the overhead on that place is probably ridiculous.
What's its
Yeah.
proximity to the airport?
It's about 40 minutes on a good day. Because you're in 34th Street, so you can take
Yeah,
the
but it's
train
also
one
like
stop to the
Manhattan,
7.
So, like, you never know what Manhattan is like on any day.
I guess wrestlers don't take the train either. They should.
Me and a friend of mine were going to Hammerstein. I think it was Hammerstein for a show, and we ran into Nigel McGuinness on the subway.
Oh, yeah, but Ring of Honor wasn't paying for the fucking... Come on, Greg. Anyway, we'll talk about Dynamite.
Nigel's riding
Dynamite...
the subway, and my boy offers
There-
him a seat, and he's just like,
The lightning round Dynamite.
Lightning round Dynamite. We can rush right through it.
Wait.
It was a...
Can
it wasn't like
I
a...
just,
No,
I
go
just want
ahead.
to finish this part of the story because it was a funny day. Yeah, like we offer him a seat and he says no very kindly and like, okay, cool, whatever. And then as we all get off the train, we obviously have to all get off at the same stop. And we realize we're not very sure where we're going, so we're kind of like tailing Nigel McGuinness to the venue.
Oh, no.
And I was just like, he's gonna turn around and just go, "What the fuck are you two doing?"
Following Mike.
You should have told him that you were looking for the arena. But
He says, "I'm not," and just goes
he
away
just-
the
he
other
just
direction.
runs. He just runs full speed.
Nigel, come back.
Nigel,
No.
please.
We need you to guide us.
Gosh,
I think he wrestled Marufuji that night.
that's a good damn match.
We're coming
Yes,
full
it is.
circle on our conversations here.
AEW Dynamite September 10th,
Dynamite.
2025.
Dynamite.
We opened up with Hangman Adam Page, our world champion. Or we actually opened up with
AEW
Bryan
Dynamite
Danielson.
needs Michael Jai White.
Bryan Danielson got a full ass entrance.
Real world
Yes, he
champion.
did. To be a commentator.
For his first day as a permanent commentator on AEW Dynamite commentary. Our boy, he's so good too. He
Suck it,
adds
Jim
this. He adds this fucking. He knows what needs to be said. He knows the stories the wrestlers are trying to get across, and he knows exactly how to react to them. He is great.
So lock me in here because I've read things and I'm not really sure what's going on. So he's the new perma guy.
Yeah, he is.
What's the desk look like right now? Going forward.
I think it's just him, Taz, and Excalibur, but Tony Schiavone will probably come out whenever they want him to, because sometimes it's like 4 people on the desk too. They don't really seem
Yeah, they kind of
much.
It is. They sometimes will filter in like a guest here or there. I would assume for like some things.
They like to bring Jim Ross for the big ones.
Yeah. I mean, they do the 4-man team on occasion, and when they do it, I'll say it hasn't been like too overbearing. But then we got Tony Schiavone and Nigel on Saturdays.
Yeah.
I kind of want, granted, we've all praised him and all that, and maybe I'm a little biased too because I prefer him over the guy they have. I say we just completely freshen this thing up and just make it Riccaboni and Danielson.
He does not. He has a day job that he's very interested in because he doesn't need it. Like whatever it is.
Oh, he has like a shoot job.
Yeah,
he's got a shoot job. Yeah,
it's important to him.
Oh,
because he's been offered.
He was really into Ring of Honor.
No, he's been offered. He's been offered the full-time position. Like he's
the only one.
They just keep. He has his family up, his family and his job, and he really likes.
Oh, so this is like his side hustle.
Yeah, he just exactly. He just really likes wrestling. So
you know who used to? It was Scott Hudson in WCW. He worked at the FBI, and then the WCW office for Turner was right down the road.
Was a cop?
Yeah, I don't know if he was a cop, but he did worked with the FBI, and he would just walk down the street, go to the Turner office in Atlanta, and he would just do stuff on the side.
And talk about the Guardian Angel for some reason.
Yeah, it would just be literally. It would be FBI worldwide taping. FBI worldwide taping.
My God. Okay, I did not know that.
That's incredible. But our former school teacher, Hangman Adam Page, opens the show against Josh Alexander, and they have a really damn good match. Josh Alexander puts on a great fight, but in the beginning of the match, he was kind of fucking shit up. It came together though. It came together, thankfully. Josh Alexander's a great wrestler, and he came into AEW, and they put him as a job guy in the big faction, and he's like working his way up. And I think that this is gonna work out very well for him. There was a moment where Lance Archer and Rocky Romero tried to interfere, and fucking Rocky, he runs at Hangman. They're on the apron. And he runs at Hangman, and he goes and takes like a back body drop, but it's like disgusting. Off the apron onto the floor. Lance Archer doesn't catch him. It was fucking horrifying, hilarious.
Rocky, you're like half retired. Act like it. Jesus.
Pretty much. And so Hangman does get the win. He like a super baby face. Interference does not affect him. Kills interference. Hits Josh Alexander with the buckshot.
Only on pay-per-views.
Only on pay-per-views when it comes from MJF, I guess. So Kyle Fletcher comes out after the match, and he's like, yo, are you going to accept this challenge for the World Championship? Hangman says, hey, I see you, man. I see myself in you. I see myself standing across the ring from Chris Jericho 6 years ago, wanting to become World Champion. Hangman says Kyle Fletcher's not ready. Kyle says nobody decides when he's ready but himself. And Hangman says if that's what you think, then he'll give him that shot at the championship. The crowd is chanting socks at Kyle Fletcher because he doesn't wear socks. He does not wear socks. The guy doesn't wear socks.
And that's a thing people talk about?
And they can see it because the arena only has 900 people. And so lately they've been like, where, they were chanting like, put your socks on. Like, it was like, where are your fucking socks?
I mean, people online have even been commenting on that.
And so,
really?
Yeah. And so Hangman says, well, you know what? I'm going to need one. He says, I'm going to need one thing from you, Kyle Fletcher, and the crowd. Of course, socks. And so Hangman says, no, I'm gonna need you to challenge me for the world championship without Don Callis and without the Don Callis family, and to get some damn socks. So yeah, that's the supposed caveat. We'll see if he actually sticks to it. I imagine Don Callis is gonna come out with that screwdriver, and Kyle Fletcher is going to have to decide whether or not he wants to use it. And hopefully
So
that's not the finish, because
The
that would be
question
really
I have
good.
in mind would be, in this situation, is there a debut or a signing coming up?
I hope. I mean, not. I mean, I don't see why there would need to be.
Because that's the back door in that
Someone
scenario.
else. Someone else coming in.
Someone from the Don Callis family can't interfere, so we picked up somebody else
It
who
would be.
technically
It
is
would.
not part of the
Yeah.
crew.
It would be Mark Davis, if anyone.
Ugh.
I
Okay.
mean, there's nothing wrong with
Ouch.
Mark Davis, but he's.
But it's Mark
Dumbest
Davis.
pile dri-
It's
dumbest
just
pile
that-
driver I've ever seen.
It's just that if I can think of anyone, that has a connection to Kyle Fletcher and that isn't currently a TV character, it was
Well, I would say I
Mark
wasn't thinking
Davis.
about a connection to Kyle Fletcher. I think about somebody who just wasn't part of the family yet, but could be. You know,
Whoever is Wardlow's replacement, maybe. But
It can't be Hechicero.
but it's a champion versus champion match. I don't imagine Kyle Fletcher's gonna fucking win.
That makes it better.
He's going to lose here. He's so young and not ready. Hangman already presented him as himself from 6 years ago. That guy loses. So we had a promo from MJF who says he couldn't enjoy his honeymoon while Mark Briscoe
That
was
guy
still.
loses to Chris Jericho. How not ready could you be?
MJF says he couldn't enjoy his honeymoon while Mark Briscoe was still alive. So he left his wife behind. But as he grabbed the doorknob, she said, "If you leave, we're done." And he said, "You silly little bitch. MJF was married way before you met you. MJF is married to the game." So any stipulation Mark Briscoe can come up with, MJF is going to win. I think it's going to be a dog collar match. Yeah,
Does Hangman get to pick the match when he has
Briscoe.
the contract?
Briscoe. It's Mark Briscoe.
Okay.
Yeah. MJF versus Mark Briscoe at the pay-per-view. Mark Briscoe gets to choose a stipulation. We'll
yes, that's
find
right, that's
out
right.
this Saturday what it is.
Chicken wire cage match.
I do think.
Oh God!
Speaking of Saturday, man,
sounds
last week's Collision was fucking fire. That shit was
Collision's
like
been solid lately.
yeah. I was like, damn, bro, this is like Dynamite.
John
What
told
the
me the
fuck?
booking has improved.
Holy shit. Anyway, we followed that up with a segment backstage and catering. Where Renee wants to know what the Young Bucks are going to do with their money. The Young Bucks just want to like live.
Catering.
They just need to eat. They said next week we won't want to have to eat fucking catering. We'll order some steak or something.
They'll DoorDash it.
The Young Bucks are trying to find a spot to sit down. The Dark Order won't let them sit. Alan Angel was there. He doesn't even work here.
Alan Angels was there?
Does he?
Yeah, he was in the background.
Does he live in Philly?
I guess maybe. I don't know, honestly.
I didn't even realize he was there. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
he's in the back. I was like, what the fuck? He doesn't work here.
Number 5,
Video
Alan
calls
5
in the
Angels.
back.
So they find another table, and it's fucking Brandon Cutler. We haven't seen in a long time. And he can finally tell them to shut up. And he's like, man, that feels
Oh, he
good.
grew some nuts.
Yeah, he did. And a long-ass beard. So long. And it's like weird because it's long. Like, I've never seen a long beard.
I just looked this up too. Alan Angels himself even just tweeted out, "The Dark Order and I have made up."
You see? I it was so random, but funny as
Way
hell.
to just write off that program.
So the Young Bucks finally find a seat with the complete local talent jobbers. And John Moxley comes, and they all run away. All the fucking jobbers run away. And John Moxley says, "You motherfuckers are the Young Bucks. You need to remember that." And so to bring your A game tonight, win the match, they're gonna give them both the whole purse, $500,000 to you if you win. John Moxley just needs his dub. He don't need money. So yeah, follow that up with Riho and Alex Windsor defeating Mercedes Moné,
Windsor!
Emi Sakura Windsor.
Ween is back.
My
They're so
God.
fucking silly because this guy Mike G. Ruckus, he's like, I made this theme song and it's inspired by Shinsuke Nakamura's music, and the thing starts with Windsor.
See, when Shinsuke came out and it said Windsor, I was confused, but now
Wait, is she
Anyway,
still using that theme?
yeah. Well, she is. It went back to that. Remember, it changed for some reason.
It did, yeah.
You think somebody just pressed the wrong button?
Probably.
This was a good match. There was like the thing I remember the most was like I was like a fucking Mercedes did like a something. She's like an iconoclasm to fucking Emi Sakura, her partner, but it was like to use her as a weapon, and she like crushed fucking Riho. But anyway,
Oh, is that like the Public Enemy finish?
probably, but I don't think Public Enemy was fucking moving like that, but something like that.
Hey, they used to be able to
Public
move
En-
back in the day.
Yeah, Public Enemy. Yeah, one of them definitely did. He was doing moonsaults and shit.
Rocco Rock
that's
used to
the
be in
thing.
ridiculous shape.
Yeah, that's what they used to do. They used to do like the thing where he flips Rocco over him and
Yeah,
and
and just-
fucking
Yeah.
somersaults. on the
Okay.
guy.
It was kind of like that. Yeah, it was basically that. And they were in
Okay.
the ECW arena.
So it's perfect.
That actually might have been on purpose. But
And then everyone started throwing chairs in the ring.
they
I'll
didn't.
give them this. Just to comment on the ECW thing. They have been okay with making references to ECW without making it an ECW handjob show.
Yeah,
Right.
100%. I think every show has had a reference that you'll recognize if you know ECW, but it's not like
Yeah.
beating you over the head. This
Like
is
all the stuff
ECW.
where Don Callis suddenly comes out screaming "Excuse me," which is like an old network
Right.
gimmick he used to do all the time. It's like, okay, you don't get that
It's the
unless you watch.
virus.
You don't get that unless you were watching the show back then, because it took me a
100%.
second.
So,
And my favorite,
Joel Gertner style stuff.
Mina Shirakawa threatening to dance on top of the arena.
that was awesome. And I wish she would have done it. I wish.
She didn't win, dog. I'm sorry.
The night Mina
deep cuts.
Shirakawa danced on the
Yeah,
2300 arena.
Dance atop the ECW arena.
Anyway, this was a good
Saw that
match.
DVD
In
every
the
week.
end, Riho and Alex Windsor had them in double sharpshooters. Mercedes was tied up in the rope. Riho had Emmy in the ring. Emmy taps out. Mercedes takes her second loss in AEW, I think, via tag.
Yeah.
match.
And don't forget, Mercedes also did another unofficial tap.
She did tap out again, but it didn't count. So
Yeah.
another
Twice. Unofficially, she's tapped to Windsor in recent times.
that's rematches coming. It's gonna be good. Alex Windsor is very good. I like her. They did get the Gooner camera on her a couple times
Oh.
there.
They
I
did,
was
yes.
Like, I was like, whoa.
Which is also an ECW reference. I don't
It
care.
is, it
Oh.
is.
I mean, technically,
There's
what's
Will
Rick Rude
Ospreay
doing
to-
here?
Will
the
Ospreay to
prevert
come
picks.
out and he's got to carry her like Rick Rude did the Francine.
Yeah, I was just saying.
Taking
I was
my
gonna say
wife back.
he has to do the thing where where Melina does the entrance and Joey Murphy just stands in front of it strategically.
Don't look. That's the wrong ECW you're referencing.
I wasn't thinking of that. I was thinking of SmackDown. for sure.
I was waiting for the zombie to come out.
No. He
Oh,
passed
gosh.
away.
I did hear that. I did.
You
hear
could
that.
have multiple zombies. Look at how many
Yes.
zombies were lumberjacks. Scotty Too Hottie was one of them.
Oh
Was-
god.
It was Scotty Too Hottie and a bunch of performance center trainees
Oh, was that the Miz
when they
thing?
did the lumberjack zombie
Is that
match.
when Miz got the
Man.
concussion?
Army of the
Yeah.
Dead. Zack Snyder did that.
The best part is you could tell which one was Scotty as well.
Oh, really?
Incredible. But we got
Why
a
is that one
promo-
breakdancing?
Why is that zombie doing the work?
Turn it up.
Remember when her gimmick was freaking Freddie Mercury and she just decided to go to royalty?
Mercedes had her.
She had the
walking
full
out-
mustache too.
Yeah, she did.
Mercedes had her walking out carrying her championships, which is this gimmick of her not knowing how she's gonna carry her belts, or having different ways to have them out in the ring. Because how the fuck are you carrying 9 belts?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Anyway, we had.
I kind of like the idea that she starts getting like way too many belts and it starts like weighing her down, like she can't
Yeah.
even move with it.
Her entrances are not like elegant at all. She's struggling. She's like,
She's
got
like
a-
cheesecake needs to come help.
She just drags a wagon. After a while, I've got a wagon with a pile of belts. I don't give a fuck. Get these away from me. I hate belts.
Mercedes and Alex are dragging two very different wagons.
Oh.
Jesus.
All right.
FTR comes out for a promo, but they don't really cut one. They start arguing with fans, and they're like fighting with fans,
Crowd's
and
chanting Sandman.
and then
Really?
and then fucking Dax bumps his head on the video camera, and then beats
Oh,
the shit
no.
out of the cameraman. And so they leave, and so
And that was
that's how-
that.
That was that.
So the
And I-
segment never really happens.
No, and I'm not sure what they were trying to get across here. Like, what do Edge and Christian have to do with this? What the fuck do Edge and Christian have to do with the fans and the
Absolutely
cameraman?
nothing.
This could have totally not happened, and nothing would have been lost.
Like, I don't know what the point of this segment was. I guess they're like this
Ricochet
is,
also had a promo, but yeah.
but this is the kind of shit that you do when you're like feuding with like the company, right? Like,
Yeah.
attacking the cameraman and the production people.
Shouldn't the Bucks do this?
What the fuck? They definitely have more reason to attack these people than FTR. So yeah, that was a weird segment. Ricochet did cut a promo. He said that the fucking Hurt Syndicate is they like to play the numbers game and interfere. So he's challenging them to be 1-on-1. Shelton Benjamin come out without your guys. He'll come out without his. Shelton accepts. They come out to have their match immediately after. I was like, that's very non-wrestling. No, right now?
No buffer?
Nothing? Not even a
I do
women's
really
match?
like this. Yeah,
I'm kidding. That's fucked up.
I do really like this promo package they put together for FTR though.
Oh, that's right. They've defeated the most different teams in AEW. What is like 52 or something like that? 49?
Yeah, yeah.
They talked about Edge and Christian. They showed them wearing the WCW championship belts. I was like, okay, that's an interesting thing.
It's
y'all did
technically
there.
the only picture we. It's technically a picture we own, so it's
Right,
okay.
right. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
you did something funny that I never thought of.
WCW tab belts on the Turner Network, baby. Let's go.
Funny as hell. So yeah, Ricochet versus Shelton Benjamin. He wins, excuse me, after interference from Toa and Khan.
Sexton Hardcastle over here.
He said they wouldn't interfere. God damn it. He said it's funny as hell because they do the interference thing post match. The Hurt Syndicate comes out and they brawl with the Gates of Agony, but Shelton Benjamin fucking murders Ricochet. Like he's in the background and he just dies.
Just like obliterated.
Like this post match brawl was not for him. He was not involved. He died.
I remember MVP like flipped Bishop over like his head using his cane.
That was so ridiculous.
That was actually really cool. I like that.
That's really awesome.
It was like the coolest thing I've seen in a while.
With the cane, god damn it.
Like I want to see MVP do that a lot more. That was awesome.
That thing actually has to become regular.
Right.
But we got a video from Hook, which was interesting. Hook says he understands
Hook was
why
sent.
he was sent. He was actually not sent. He was chilling. He was in New York, not Philadelphia. He's on a rooftop chilling.
He's turning heel.
He says, or maybe he was in Philly. Maybe that was a Philly building for him, but it looked like New York to me.
He's not
Maybe
as
it was
heel
his
anymore.
old house.
He says that he understands why Samoa Joe replaced him. He was mad, but he appreciates Joe. He appreciates him telling the odds will always have his back. But maybe it's time for Hook to stand on his own. And he says, maybe not. And then they cut away.
Dun, dun, dun.
And I was like, he's fucking joining the Death Riders.
Right.
That's what
I thought he was the one at the end.
Yep. That's what I thought too, and I think this was on purpose. I still think he's joining though.
Are they recruiting Hook and Daniel Garcia?
I think they're doing what they should have done from the beginning, what
Okay.
Brian originally wanted to do, which was take the kids under them and then make
Sure.
them into like brutal people, which is what Daniel Garcia should have done from the fucking beginning. Anyway,
I always
Tony
thought Hook
Storm.
would have been a great fit for the Death
But
Riders.
Sean, he's got so much chemistry with.
but the dance, he got the dance over. I will fucking kill you. I will kill you.
What's his name? I forgot.
Anyway, ooh.
Philly
The-
Street Fight.
The tag team guy whose partner got married.
Who? Daddy Magic? Daddy Magic is
Daddy
great.
Magic, yeah.
They
Yeah,
could have all
that's what it
been
was. Like
being
Jericho didn't
together.
want to take Daniel Garcia away from Daddy Magic.
What a fucking dick.
They
Anyway,
were so good together.
Rest in peace, Cool Hand Ange.
we had a Philly
Talk
street
about two
fight.
guys just having different views of professional wrestling.
Philly street fight. Philly cheesesteak.
Tony Storm defeating Sky Blue in a Philly street fight that saw them using
Tony
fucking
Dreamer as a
time.
sand woman.
She in Tony Storm's entrance, she takes down a sign that I am fairly certain was not there before. Like,
It was just for this night.
I was like, that sign was never there before.
It was kind of cool, but they should have kept that up earlier.
I'm saying all week, all 3 weeks. But maybe I have to go back and check. Maybe they did. I just don't.
It's funny
I don't
actually because
remember
I saw all the pictures of like Tony Storm being bestowed the cane by Sandman on Instagram,
it. She does come out and she
and I
does.
think she went on the
Sandman-
podcast.
Yeah.
She did a show. Yeah, she did a podcast. She talked about some things. She talked about how she didn't get no direction in WWE. So it's funny the way people say there's
It
less
was Sandman's
direction out here.
podcast, right?
Honestly, I don't think it was. I think it was Swerve.
I think she
Sam-
did Sandman's podcast too.
Maybe.
She did have that meetup with Sandman where
And she knighted him
she knighted it. He bestowed the cane upon her.
and signed it.
Yes, she showed that.
She did show that on the camera. She comes out and she does a Sandman tribute. She bashes her head with the beer, drinks it, shows the cane. Sky Blue comes out. They're fighting. They used fucking the signs, mousetrap covered tables, a toaster, RJ City's audition tape. I'm not sure
My
what's on
God.
that thing. Tony Storm pulls out cheese, actual cheese, and she offers some to Bryan Danielson, noted vegan or former vegan. Excalibur takes the cheese, eats the cheese, indirect kiss. I would have done it too. Anyway.
All right. Juice.
Anyway,
Juice Robinson, get out here.
at one point, Sky Blue takes a staple gun to each of Tony Storm's butt cheeks, each of Tony Storm's titties, and finally Tony Storm's pussy. I didn't know how else to say it.
Coochie.
I don't-
Okay, it didn't come
That's
out
not
yet,
a
but
comfortable
it
word
says
for me.
Timeless Tony Storm on Sandman's podcast dropping soon.
Okay, so
Greg, you spoiled it.
every one of
It
Timeless
was.
Tony Storm's
I
private
can't
parts.
spoil something.
is
they
what
This
didn't
is
see ever.
Saudi Arabia all over again.
Oh
Oh,
god,
fuck off.
I should have said private parts. That's the word I was looking for. She hit all the private parts.
All the
Anyway,
exclusive parts.
That was my military name, Private Parts.
private party.
I hate you.
Tony Storm wins. The Triangle of Madness jump her. Jamie Hayter runs out. Chris Statlander runs out. Hayter takes out Statlander by accident, and then the Triangle beat them all up, and they stand tall. Fucking Thekla does a thing. Now, you know, she does her spider thing, so she ends the segment by curling over Tony Storm instead. But the camera guy didn't center them, so it looked fucked up. Anyway,
Oh,
that's
no.
the thing I noticed. I was like, you dick. All you had to do is move over. Willow Nightingale is backstage talking about how much she wants to fight Marina Shafir when Harley Cameron interrupts. Harley wants to play Willow's song, but the song ends up trying to convince Willow to be friends with Chris Statlander again. So Willow's like, chill. I don't want nothing to do with Chris. As a matter of fact, Chris Statlander's a real friends of the Death Riders. You need to watch your back. So Harley sadly tries to finish her song, and Renee, without even missing a beat, sings it with her. And I was like, Renee Paquette is just like so good. She's so goddamn good at her job. They announced a series of matches, like a tournament, to except it's like
Tournament.
one
Got real
round.
New York there, John.
I'm sorry.
Tournament.
What?
That's what we're doing here.
This is gonna be a 3-way match at AEW All Out Toronto for the Unified Championship. Kazuchika Okada will defend his championship against Michael Oku. Konosuke Takeshita will face Anthony Bowens, and the Beast Mortos will face Mascara Dorada. And the winners of each of these matches will move on to the triple threat match. So I assume it'll be Okada, Takeshita, and Mortos in a three-way match at All Out. And good fucking lord, even the thought of that, like,
It's a lot of
God,
languages going around.
Take my money.
all of my money. I mean, Japanese and Spanish are similar. They roll
Are
their
they?
R's the same way. I
Fair.
I would
found
be
it was
surprised if
easy-
Perfect Man Mortos knows every language ever.
I found it was easy for me not to butcher Japanese words by using my Spanish tongue. And
Okay.
but yeah, I do think this is gonna be really good. Michael Oku gets a shot at Okada, which is great for him. Like, that's gonna be a big deal if they give it more than, like, if Okada gives him Okada, which he probably won't. But but it could if they give it a long time. Collision's been
Is-
really good lately.
Is the September to Remember also at the arena?
It is. You got a point
Okay.
there. I thought that, no, it isn't. No, it isn't. It's in London, Ontario.
Uh, that feels
Yeah.
weird.
Allegedly, Beast Mortos is a polyglot who does speak Japanese.
Jesus Christ! This guy
Oh,
is.
God.
The perfect man.
How is he so perfect?
That's why it worked out with him and Monet. They can watch the anime together unsubbed.
Exactly.
Mercedes Monet don't watch no goddamn anime. Man, get the fuck out of here.
You call her a phony?
I'd say she didn't even try to lie. She watched Sailor Moon when she was a little girl and thinks it looks cute.
Grew up a little in Yasha.
That's what I'm saying.
Crunchyroll,
They
dog.
gave her a Crunchyroll thing based off their Sailor Moon outfit, which is crazy. She took Zelina Vega's whole dream. Anyway.
Said you're a big fat phony.
We had the main event. The Young Bucks come out, but they play the fucking original AEW Dynamite theme song, and I realized I missed this song a lot.
It's a good song.
Flash a fly. Like the fuse.
Bring the boom, dynamite. Fuck, that shit was good. What the fuck? Anyway, Matthew Ron John Massey. Ron John? Like, that's a
Ron
thing?
John.
That's a thing? Like, I don't know. Maybe my culture
Government
doesn't-
names, government pictures.
Yeah,
I thought those
government.
were like. I thought those were like their actual fucking. I thought those were mug shots.
They looked like mugshots. I wish they had mugshot. But I know these good Christian boys have never been to jail. So yeah, they come out with their government names, and of course they get fucked over. And so this was another really good match. The Young Bucks and the Death Riders defeat Brodito and the Ops. Oh,
Finally got some of their money
my
back.
headphones, so I can't hear anything. But the Young Bucks finally have money again.
It's been their salary that Tony Khan's been giving away in these money matches.
Yeah, so they won their paycheck, but they didn't have anything before this. They were really broke and they were hungry. They had families to feed.
Catering.
This feels like when they ran the program where Shawn Michaels was broke, and just like, you've been wrestling here for years.
Oh, but he made, what was it? He made
Decades.
bad
He
investments.
made bad investments.
He had to sell his
Shawn
body
Michaels
to
sniffed the
JBL.
As one does.
This is a real storyline, folks. Shawn Michaels sells his body to JBL. You can do what you want with the JBL on Raw only. On television.
Ooh.
No.
The alternative was Marty Jannetty.
Except ask him to lay down, in which case he just begged JBL to lariat him.
Please just kill me instead. The Young Bucks do win the money by cheating. Nick Jackson holds Bandito's feet on the ropes while Matt Jackson rolls him up. Brody King did not like that. They had some money in their hands that he just murders them and it goes flying all over the place. So they get out
basically
of
mugged
there.
them.
They run away. Darby Allin comes out to prevent the Death Riders from killing the Ops. And at this point, I thought, like, Hook is coming because it's going to look like he's going to try to save the Ops and he's going to turn. and then a hooded dude attacks Darby Allin, but it's not Hook. It's Daniel fucking Garcia. He he hits Darby with a curb stomp, but he missed the chair that he was aiming for, and then
It just bounced to the side. I'm like, how did that even happen?
I was like, is that worse? And then fucking he doesn't. I was waiting for him to do it again, but he doesn't until Moxley tells him to do it, and then he does. He
That
does
WWE guy.
do it on the chair, and Daniel Garcia has turned his back on AEW. He is in the Death Riders now, baby. And so I still think Hook is coming. I don't know if that means they're getting rid of Yuta, but I do think that the Yuta Statlander thing is not going to lead to Statlander joining the Death Riders. I think it's going to lead to Statlander bringing Yuta out
I could see
of the
that.
Death Riders.
Cutting his hair.
Orange Cassidy, Wheeler Yuta, Chris Statlander. They need to save Trent. And just get back to that shit. Because
Trent's gonna still want to kill Yuta.
I think the Yuta thing. It's been interesting because he had that big match with Moxley and it established him as a character on the show, and then he's been in the Death Riders, and I don't think it's been bad for him.
He gets the big pinfalls.
He does. He's benefited so much from being in this. I don't think it was ever meant for him to be like, I'm gonna break out into the next main event guy. I think he was exactly what they wanted him to be. I just don't know, like, what do you do next? Like, do you leave him with like this team with Garcia, Hook, and like Yuta, or like if you take Yuta out of here, then what is he? What is he?
He's still just the fall guy for whatever group he's in.
Right? I don't think that works. I think that's a failure if that happens. So I think you should probably figure out what you want to do with him before you just move out. I mean, unless they don't care, which can be the case.
That's what I think it is.
You know, sometimes you just don't care. I just think that sucks.
Sometimes you need a jobber.
Yeah.
Fucking Daniel Garcia's face when he fucking pulls him to the side, just went, God damn it.
Like, how does that happen?
This is so perfect until it wasn't.
Like, you're kicking downwards. How did you?
It was like you said, it wasn't even.
And then he commits the cardinal sin of doing the spot again.
Because he did curb stomp him, but you know what? I think that it's okay that he lifted. If he would have done it faster, it would have been fine because it was supposed to be brutal, right? Like, he did curb stomp him. Like, it did. So, like, if you do it again, it's just like, whatever. Like, you can do it again. I would have done it 2 more times. Just to get fucking nail what I'm trying to get over or whatever. But
he goes too far and accidentally mashes Darby's head and actually
he starts killing him. Please stop! Please!
It's just too extreme even for the ECW arena.
He is overcompensating for his mistake.
That's that Mick Foley shit where you just start taking advantage of a man.
Television. They tried to kill Mick Foley at the Royal
he's
Rumble
a puddle. Stop.
in front of his children. Anyway, that's AEW Dynamite. That is the last 7 days of professional wrestling. Thank you for joining us this morning or whenever you're listening. Thank you. These episodes are available on audio. If next week you think maybe you just want to put it in your fucking pocket, but you don't want to pay for YouTube Premium, then we're on Spotify and Apple Music and all that good shit. We're available every day on social media. So follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Fucking what else is missing? I don't know. All of those places. Just Google
All
Dirt
those
Sheet Radio.
places.
Go to dirtsheetradio.com. God damn it. Please visit. It's a fun place. Anyway, that's us. So you guys have a good day or night or whatever you're going to do. Thank you for listening this far. I hope you don't die, because if you're listening this far, then you mean something to me. Have a good night.
Good night.
This concludes our broadcast day. Good night, and God bless.
The sport of professional wrestling.